The following is a presentation of sports on Sunny 99.7, the home of St. Edmond Gales Athletics.
Hi, this is St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy, and you're listening to your home for Gales girls basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale Girls Basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. My name is Lance Lennon. Lincoln Clay's back in the studio making me look good on the board, and next to me keeping stats is Rob Ean. This evening's St. Edmond Gale Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Well, the Gales went into Tuesday night with a 3-game win streak and came out with number 4, showing us some real grit on the road. The Gales traveled to Iowa Falls for a physical down-to-the-wire battle against the Cadets. With their can-do attitude, the girls regained the lead in the fourth quarter to win the game 49-44. In the game, we saw a monster performance from freshman Eden Horn, who led the way with 15 points and a staggering 18 rebounds, while also protecting the rim with 4 blocked shots. The Gales veterans also made their presence felt in Iowa Falls. Senior Anna Lerson was a defensive nightmare for the Cadets, racking up 6 steals and 6 rebounds to go along with her 9 points. Junior Sophia Schlins provided the outside spark, knocking down 3 triples for 9 points, while Chloe Palmer continued to facilitate at an elite level, dishing out 6 assists with only 2 turnovers. Defensively, the Gales were stellar, holding the Cadets' leading scorer, Elodie England, to just 6 of 26 shooting from the floor. The Gales have shown that they can play with anyone when they limit the giveaways and win the battle of the boards. Joining us now is Coach CJ Tracy. Coach, thanks for joining us here and talking to us before the game tonight.
Yes, thank you again, Lance.
Always a joy to have you. So you said in our post-game show after the win, you said a win is a win. So what was the focus in the locker room after the game?
We had a little bit of a discussion about what went well and what didn't go well, and what we can do to improve on those things that we needed to. I felt like, and the girls felt it too, it just seemed like Iowa Falls wanted it more. They out-hustled us from start to finish. We were just able to take care of the ball better, finish our shots, and, execute on the offensive and defensive end when we needed to.
So what takeaways do you have from that game that you're going to put in place for tonight's game?
Basically, the biggest thing is in my 6 years of doing this, I can maybe count on one hand the times we've been out hustled during a game. And I felt like, Tuesday night was one of them. So tonight, nobody plays harder than we do. That's kind of been our motto, and we play hard from the opening tip till the final buzzer. And we didn't do that consistently enough. So tonight it's going to be about consistency, both ends of the floor. We want to continue to take care of the basketball again. I think I had us for like 11 turnovers, Tuesday night. So we're doing better at taking care of the basketball. We just got to continue to do that.
All right. Well, thanks much, Coach. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more to Coach Tracy about this evening's contest. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Sports Page Bar and Grill, Lindsay Simpson American Family Insurance, and Community Health Center. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7, where this evening the St. Edmond Gales are back on their home floor, hosting the Cowgirls of Clarion Goldfield Dows. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Tonight, the Gales face a Cowgirl squad that is looking to find their footing offensively. Clarion Goldfield Dows is led by sophomore Audrey England, who handles a lot of the heavy lifting, leading her team in both scoring and rebound at 5.5 boards per game. She's joined by Ruby Poak and Brianna Reyes, in a very young rotation. While the Cowgirls play hard, they have struggled significantly with turnovers a game, with an assist-to-turnover ratio of just 0.1. If the Gales' defense can stay active, there will be plenty of opportunities to turn defense into quick offense tonight. For the St. Edmond Gales, the statistical leaders continue to impress. Freshman Eden Horn is putting up eye-popping numbers, leading the team with 13 points per game while shooting a highly effective 51.3% from the floor. But the real story is her dominance on the glass, where she's averaging over 15 rebounds a night. Chloe Palmer is right there with her, averaging 12.8 points and shooting a scorching 40.4% from behind the three-point arc. We also have to keep an eye on Anna Larson, who does the dirty work with 5.5 rebounds and nearly 4 assists per game, providing that senior leadership that this young core relies on. The key tonight will be the massive disparity in backcourt efficiency. Chloe Palmer is playing an incredibly disciplined basketball with a 2.5 assist-to-turnover ratio compared to the 0.1 that the Cowgirls have. With Sophia Schlins also facilitating well, the Gales should have a significant advantage in the transition. If St. Edmond can control the paint, exploit the turnover numbers, it should be a very productive night in the gym. Back with us now is Coach CJ Tracy. So, Coach, at Iowa Falls, you talked about getting the ball into Eden Horn and letting her do her thing. Is tonight a great opportunity to work on that with the big height mismatch inside?
It is. Clarion's gonna come out and run a 2-3 zone, so we're gonna run, basically the same thing we did against Iowa Falls, 2-1-2. So if we can, get Eden early in the game Tuesday night, she wasn't posting up extremely hard. She did better as the game went on with constant reminders, but it's something we're going to continue to look at. If they start triple teaming her, she's getting better and doing a very good job of finding the open shooters, finding the open cutters. So it's something we're going to continue to work through on the offensive side of the board or on the offensive side of the court. So, it's part of our game plan. It's where we want to start our offense.
Yeah. Everybody needs a little prodding and reminding every now and then, don't they?
Yeah.
So the Cowgirls have struggled a bit with taking care of the ball, with their lead guards averaging over 5 turnovers a game. With active defenders like Anna Larson and Sophia Schlins, will we see a more aggressive full court look from you tonight to capitalize on those backcourt numbers?
I don't think we're going to change much of what we do. We might press a little bit here and there. I know we all know Clarion's struggling. They're trying to rebuild their program. When we played them back in December, I was toying with some things, trying to figure out lineups. Went a little deeper in the bench than normal. So we're more than likely we're going to start with our, half court man, where we put a lot of pressure on the ball. It seems to be our forte and what works for us at the moment. The idea of pressing, it's a possibility, but something that's still going on in my mind right now, just trying to figure that part of it out.
All righty. Well, Coach, we're going to wish you the best of luck for tonight. We'll conduct your post-game interview, the Daniel Tire post-game interview, at halftime of the boys' game.
All right, sounds good. See you then, Lance.
All righty. That was St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy with me on the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. When we come back, folks, starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
Big news! Fortin Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
As the Gales take on the Cowboys and Cowgirls and Clarion Goldfield Dows. All right, I'm Lance Lennon, bringing you play-by-play here tonight. I want to thank Robbie over on my right-hand side taking stats for me because, folks, trust me, you don't want me doing that. And we got the band back together because Lincoln Clay is in the studio, and he's doing the board for me tonight, so you know I'm going to sound extra good. Tonight's pregame show was brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including cleaning chemicals, paper products, vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 40 years. If you're listening online and streaming, welcome, welcome, welcome. That is brought to you by Mitchell State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Call Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. He can help you with other things like mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote and check out the website golund.com. That's with 2 N's, golund.com. The evening's game can be found at yourfortdodge.com, Alexa, TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. I also want to say we are video streaming, and if you're watching, you're seeing my face right now, and I apologize. I got a face for radio, and I got a voice for print, is what I like to say. All right, so video stream is presented by Trailhead CPA Advisors in Fort Dodge. Video can be seen on our YouTube channel, Sunny Facebook page, and you can also find links on our website, yourfortdodge.com, and it's all made possible by Trailhead CPA and Advisors. Our video system scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty, where you need to buy, when you need to buy or sell a home, business, or acreage, Kesterson Realty should be your first and last call. The professionals at Kesterson Realty ensure that every deal is easy, and they take the stress out of buying and selling real estate. We do have our spotlight players of the game. I'm going to hold off on those just a little bit. We're going to have some time. I'll tell you who those were and what they were all about there today. But let's go through our starting lineups tonight. And starting lineups are brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will identify solutions that protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can expect to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance downtown Fort Dodge. So, for the Cowgirls of Clarion, remember, this is a rebuilding year from them. They're 0-13 right now, but you got to see it, folks. If you're watching this game and you are hearing this game, they don't stop. And they go all 4 quarters, and you got to give them a lot of credit. They're going to come back, and they're going to be, we were talking about a pregame with CJ. It was just no different than how we were about 4 years ago. You just build up that team, and you got to build up a program, and that's what they're doing. So, number 5, Ruby Poak. She's a sophomore, guard 5'6". Number 10, Johanna Perez. She's a sophomore guard at 5'4". Wearing number 2, Audrey England, a sophomore forward at 5'10". Number 23, Brianna Reyes, 20, is a sophomore forward, 5'9". And their junior, 31, Callie Shermer, she's a forward at 5'8". That's what they got started. They are coached by Ashley Kaler. And now your Gale starting lineup. We're going to have our usual suspects in the game tonight. Number 2 starter is Sophia Schlins, a junior guard at 5'4". One of the captains, senior guard at 5'7", number 4, Anna Larson. Another captain, a junior guard at 5'6", number 22, Chloe Palmer. Number 32, freshman forward, 6'2", Eaton Horn. And the final captain, wearing number 42, Abby Huss, a junior forward at 5'7". The Gales are coached by C.J. Tracy and Sean Neverman. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our lines up for tonight. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio while they do the national anthem here. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today, or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
back, Gale fans. Here we are, Gale Gymnasium tonight as the Gales take on the Cowgirls from Clarion Goldfield Dows. We want to say thank you for the opening tip-off tonight. That's sponsored by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. Get immediate help regarding illness, physicals, workers' comp injuries, drug screens, cosmetic Botox injections, and weight loss management. They are Walk-In Clinic north of the fire station in Fort Dodge. All righty, folks, we're getting ready for the tip-off. Of course, for the Gales, Eden Horn's going to be doing the tip, and for the Cowgirls, they have in there the sophomore Audrey England. And so here we go. Get ready to play some basketball. And the tip is up and goes right to Chloe Palmer off of Eden. She comes right into the lane, around the defense, goes up with the layup, misses, but Horn's right there for the rebound. It's up and good. I think we're going to say her name a lot tonight as they're going to be able to get her inside. 2-0. Gales lead. Quick pass. Oh, just instantly intercepted by Anna Lerson. She gives it over to Chloe, who's in the lane. Palmer puts it up. It's long. No good. Rebounded by England for the Cowgirls. She's being full court guarded by Lerson. Then they end up giving it to Ruby Powak. So Powak has the ball. She's coming down and set up the offense. Real quick to get it back to England. She's at the free throw line. Outside it goes to Perez. Perez's pass is on the ground, but it is picked up by Powak. Back out top. They try to get it to England. It is gone. It's stolen, that time by Palmer. She comes all the way down into the lane, and the right hand of the layup is good. 4-0, 7:14 left here in the quarter. Powak's going to bring the ball up. Dribbling up, she's going to beat with right at half court by Palmer. She gets it over to England, or Reyes, pardon me. Reyes going down the left-hand side. Tries to get it inside to Shermer. Gets her own pass back. It's stolen this time by Horn. Horn making her way down left-hand side. Gets into the lane. They goes up there. No basket, but she's going to be fouled on that one as she just literally was going up against their shortest player, Johanna Perez, and Horn, and Perez just didn't get out of her way. So Eden Horn's going to go to the line shooting two. That's going to be the first foul of the quarter, the first foul by either team, in the first foul of the Cowgirls. And again, that's going to be by Johanna Perez, wearing number 10. Horn, first shot is up and off the front of the rim, no good. Remember, Eden Horn is shooting 50% of her free throws. And if she follows those statistics, then the next one should go right in, I suppose. Second shot is up, and it's good. 50%, 5-0. Gales, 6:53. Powak again, bringing the ball up. One thing I will also say about this Clarion team is they do smile when they're playing. I mean, it's like they enjoy playing, so they're not upset or angry, and that's good to see. We had a little toss inside, tried to get it to England. It's going to be tied up by Palmer. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Cowgirls. Inbound pass goes to Reyes. Reyes comes to the top of the key. She's guarded by Horn. Pass is deflected. It's on the ground. Reyes picks it back up. Almost goes back and forth, and they call it travel as she didn't go over the line, but she did stutter step. So that's a travel turnover. Ball comes to the Gales. Probably lucky that happened because Lerson had that ball, and she was ready to take it all the way downtown. Inbound pass coming in. Gales going to set up the offense for the first time tonight. Over on the left-hand side to Schlins. Into the free throw line, over to Huss on the outside. Palmer, top of the key, looking to get it into Horn is most likely what they're doing. Working the perimeter. Back to Lerson. Lerson gives it to Palmer. Palmer comes into the lane. Little jump shot at 8 foot. No good. Ball's tipped around by Horn and gets into Lerson's hands. Gales get the first rebound. Over to Schlins. Outside. 3-point shot on the way. Good. 8-0 Gales here with 6 minutes left in the quarter. Powak's going to bring the ball up again for the Cowgirls. She calls the play, comes, goes right around the defender. She got Palmer. She's coming down towards the lane. She's met by 3 Gales. Long shot is gone. No good, but rebounded by Perez. Perez gets the ball to Shermer. Shermer puts it up, misses. Gales get the rebound thanks to Huss. She gives the ball to Palmer. Palmer's going to bring the ball down. Back to Schlins, left-hand side. Huss back at the top of the key. Schlins, Palmer on the left. Get it into Horn. Horn's going to work in the paint. Not there for her. She gives it back outside to Huss. Setting it resetting the off. Palmer. Left-hand side. She goes all the way down to the corner, puts it up and nails it. 3-pointer. That's going to be 11-0, 5:28 left. 2 3-pointers so far, 2 field goals and a free throw for the Gales. Powak gets the ball over to England, or pardon me, Reyes. Reyes comes down left-hand side against Horn, and she walked again. I think she was kind of flustered there as Horn all of a sudden showed up and just stood up straight and was like, I'm not going to be able to shoot over that. Took a stutter step. Off they go. Gales get the ball. 5:15 to go. Palmer's bringing the ball down. She's setting everything up. She goes left first. Bounce pass in the middle. I think it was a little long for Lurson, a little short for Schlins. How's that one is intercepted? Poak has it for this Cowgirls. She comes up. She's going to work it down the left-hand side, coming up against Palmer. She works it back to center, hands it off to England. England works it left-hand side. She goes down. Shot goes up. Not there. Rebounded by Schlin. Schlin's making a breakdown. She wants to get the basket in. Gets it to Horn, right inside the lane. Horn, nice little jump shot. It doesn't fall. She got poked in the eye. She's kind of not having a hard time seeing here. They call timeout here. Everybody says it's better than a poke in the eye, and that was a poke in the eye. All right, folks, we want to say thanks to Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress. They have 2 locations in Webster City and Algona, where the plus is so much more. Also, thank you to Michael Boer, American Family Insurance. As your American Family Insurance agent, Michael can offer you dependable auto, home, business health, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. See Michael Boer at American Family Insurance on Facebook today. So, Horn goes out, and in comes Andrew. Olivia Andrew getting her first playing time tonight. They get the inbound to Lurson. Lurson's pass under the basket, hits the rim, comes down right into Poak's hands. She's going to set up the offense and come across the timeline. She better hurry. She's almost at 10 seconds, and they call her. 10-second violation. Yep, she didn't make it over in the 10 seconds. That's a turnover. Gales get the ball, 4:24, leading 11-0 here. Want to give a special shout-out tonight to Marcia Een, Rob's mother. She is down in Des Moines tonight. I don't know if she's listening. If she is, hope you're doing okay and everything's all right. Gales get the ball down inside to Andrew. Andrew goes underneath, and she goes in for the basket, and she got poked in the eye. I think we got an epidemic going on, folks. A lot of eye pokers. She's squinting. She turns the ball over. She stepped out of bounds after she got the rebound on that one. Here come the Cowgirls. Poak gets it across this time, comes down the left-hand side, guarded by Palmer. Couple of nice moves, spin move, throws it up. It's short. Schlins gets the rebound for the Gales. Real quick, fast pass, and it was going to Lurson, who cut right, and the ball went left. This weren't on sync on that one. Ball goes out of bounds. That's an unforced turnover. I think the Gales are looking and thinking there's going to be an easy shot or an easy play. They just need to play their game. They'll do fine. Poak goes right side this time. Dribbles down all the way to the baseline. It's just her and Palmer. She goes in for the layup. No good. Rebounded by Shermer. She puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Palmer. Here come the Gales working it down. Palmer brings it to the free throw line. Huss, left-hand side, three-pointer. Off the rim, not any good. Rebounded by Perez. Perez gets the ball up to England. England has it, right-hand side. She's coming down up against Schlins. She takes a desperation little shot there. She knew nobody was underneath. It missed. Andrew gets the rebound. Gives it to Palmer, who's coming down quickly. Told to push. They give it to Schlins on the left-hand side. Another three-pointer on the way, and good. That's 2 from the same spot. She better mark that. That's going to be her lucky spot tonight. 14-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball gets over to England over the timeline. She picks up her dribble, gets it to Poak on a give and go. She comes down underneath on the baseline, goes up for a little sweeping hand or layup, misses. Andrew gets the rebound, gives it to Palmer, who's going to work the ball up court for the Gales. Left-hand side to Schlins. Back to Palmer. Palmer comes down, left side of the lane, tries to get it over the defender. She does. It's on the floor, and it's going to get tied up, and possession's going to go to the Gales. So Gales are going to take the ball out under their own hoop. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Palmer was trying to get it over the defender and inside into Andrew, so she would have had a nice clean shot at the lane. And the defender just got a little bit of a hand on it. So they did go down, struggle, but good job making it a jump ball. So Gales get it. So out goes Olivia Andrew. In comes Eden Horn. They get it outside to Schlins on the left. She goes up top to Flaherty. Flaherty now in. Over to Palmer on the right. Up at the top of the key. Schlins right into the free throw line to Lurson. She gets it into Horn. Horn underneath. Goes to put up the shot. It's grabbed and deflected on that one, and that's going to be new player. That's Hattie Lansky in for the Cowgirls. All right. New player in. This is Daphne Villatoro. I don't know if I say Tejul, but I'm going to call her Villatoro. So number 3, Daphne Villatoro gets the ball over to England. England works down towards the baseline. She tries to get she picked up her dribble. She's desperate trying to get, she does get rid of it. Goes over to Lansky. Lansky works the ball up, and she picks up the dribble. She's in a pick position. Pass is kicked out of bounds by Sophia Schlins as they were trying to get it to Perez. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Cowgirls are going to inbound right over by the Gale audience there. They get it into Perez. Perez has and that's it. Shot clock violation. That's going to be a turnover. Gale's going to get the ball. 14-0, a minute 47 here left in the first quarter. Palmer's bringing the ball across the timeline for the Gales, getting things set up. They're working three on the top, usually having Luersen in right about the free throw line, and then Horn's working down low. They get Palmer in, over quick to the left-hand side, down to Luersen, back out top to Palmer. Flattery gets it into Horn. Horn right in the lane. They give it to Palmer. She's just by the free throw line. Shot is up. It's a little long. Okay. I didn't know what was going on for sure. Rebound went to the Cowgirls. That was by England. Ref called his timeout because they were doing substitution. He wanted to make sure they got him in. So back in is Perez. She gets the ball over to Villatoro. Villatoro's going to come up court, work left to right. She goes around Palmer. They get the ball down inside. That's going to go to Reyes. Reyes brings it outside to Perez. Perez goes into the lane, back outside to Reyes. Reyes puts up a long two. No good. Palmer gets the rebound and brings the ball up quickly. The Gales looking to get set up. They get it to Horn inside the lane. She's going to go in, and she, during the pass, gets kind of clobbered hard and knocked to the ground. They help her up, and that's going to be the second foul of the period, second team foul, and that's going to go against Villatoro, her first foul. They get the ball quickly into Horn. It's now up top to Schlinn. She gets into the lane to Flaherty. Flaherty spins around, gets it over to Palmer. Left-hand side, three-pointer on the way, and good. 17-0. 43 seconds remain in the quarter. Villatoro is going to bring the ball up for the Cowgirls. She's going to be met at half court by Palmer. Gets it over the timeline. Ooh, hard pick set on that one by England. Ball goes over to Reyes. Reyes shoots the shot inside the free throw line. It misses. Schlins gets the rebound, kind of, and bounced it. Didn't have full control, bounced it to Horn, so I don't know who gets the rebound. One of those two get the rebound on that one. I'll give it to Schlins because she touched it first. Palmer's waiting for last shot. 15 seconds. They get the ball down the left-hand side. Back up to Palmer. Palmer gets it into Horn. Horn in the lane. Spins around. Doesn't make the shot. Rebound Reyes. 4 seconds. They're just going to hold it. Villatoro's going to let the time run out. The ball gets stripped and almost put up by Palmer. That's the quarter, folks. We'll go back to studio. This is Lance Lennon here with Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, your FortDodge.com. Gentlemen, we are back in Gale Gymnasium bringing you live basketball. That sound of the game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. My wife and I were watching TV last night, and we saw their commercial on TV. They have a little jingle. I'm not going to sing it, folks. And as you can tell, my voice is a little bit sore, a little bit raspy. A lot of games been going on, and I got a little bit of a congestion, but I'm working it off, and nice going to have some nice time off, ladies and gentlemen, so that it'll get that voice recovered. To start the quarter, the Cowgirls got the ball. They took it down underneath. Shot was put up by Reyes. It missed. Horn got the rebound. Now the Gales are on offense. They're trying to work the ball inside to Horn. Passes a little long, goes right into the hands of Reyes. They now give it back to Poak, and Poak's going to set up the offense. Over to Reyes, left-hand side. Reyes trying to work it in against Horn. Not there. Long pass, deflected and picked off by Andrews. She gets a long pass to Horn, and Horn pips it way ahead to Puss, but too far ahead as it goes out of bounds. That's going to be out on the Gales. And the Cowgirls get to bring it in underneath the Gale hoop. So on the other end, that was just a long pass that was way ahead of Huss on that one. I think she was trying to make a break and Didn't quite get the pass to her. Poak gets across the timeline, picked up by Palmer. She goes down right-hand side, trying to work inside. Spin move to Reyes, top of the key. She works around, down the right-hand side. Long pass, off the backboard. Flaherty gets the rebound. Here comes Palmer. Coach telling them to move, move, move. They get it to Horn. Horn right outside the lane on the bottom right, left-hand side. She works in right past the defender, goes up underneath them and puts the ball in the hoops. 19-0, 6:57 left in the quarter and in the half. Sometimes I get confused what I'm going to say. And so it comes out like half order, but it's just the quarter. All right, ball's over on the right-hand side. Perez working down against Flaherty. Gives it to Reyes. Reyes fumbles the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced turnover. 6:40 remaining. 19-0. Gales get to take it out right in front of their home benches there. Or not the team bench, but their home audience bench. All right, they get it to Andrew, top of the key. She gets it right inside to Horn. Horn, oh, yeah, goes in, left-handed layup like that, and she gets the foul, goes to the line. 21, 6:32 remaining. She's going to go to the line shooting one. While she's getting the ball, we're going to say thank you, Flooring America Design Center, your source for top-quality flooring, cabinets, and countertops in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Explore their wide range of options from carpet and hardwood to tile and vinyl. Their experienced team provides expert installation and a satisfaction guarantee. All right, got a little bit of substitution for the Gales. Lurson comes in, Schlins comes in, and Palmer goes out, and Flaherty goes out. So we've got Huss, Schlins, Horn, Andrew, and Lurson. Free throw is up and good. 2 for 3 on the night so far. 22-0. Gales get it. Inbound pass. Goes to Poak, and she's going to bring the ball. Gets it across the timeline, picked up by Lurson. They get over to Perez. Perez works it down the right side. Pass is going to be, tries to get it up to England. Pass is ticked out of bounds by Andrew, but England tried to grab it and knocked it out of bounds. So it's actually going to be out on the Cowgirls. Gales get to take it in from the other side of the court there. Here comes Schlins, bringing the ball up. Working the offense this time for the Gales over to the right-hand side to Huss. Schlins, Lurson. Lurson gets it into the free throw line to Andrew. Andrew's pass deflected. It's loose on the ground. Perez gets it. She works it down. She's gotten by one defender. She comes in, tries to get the pass off underneath to Shermer. It's deflected out of bounds by Huss. But before it goes out of bounds, they say Shermer touched it. So it's going to be Gale ball again. Cowgirls turn over another one. They ought to just let those balls go out of bounds. I think they can get them and get excited about that. Nothing doing on that one. Here comes Schlitz. 5:53 left in the half. She gets up to the three-point line. Gets it into the free throw line to Andrew. Andrew, quick out. Here comes Huss. Comes into the lane. She puts up a floater. It misses. Andrew gets the rebound, puts it up. She misses. Horn gets the rebound, puts it up, and misses. It's going to go out of bounds off of Poak. So it's still going to be Gale ball. 35 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to take it out underneath, way out on the corner there. Far right-hand corner. They're going to inbound the ball. Give it to Huss in the top right. Then she gets it into Horn. Horn comes down to the ground. They're going to call jump ball. She's a little upset. I think she thought she was fouled on that one. She wants the foul called. She's going to not get it. Possession arrow goes to the Gales. Ball comes in. Andrew has it on the left-hand side, right-hand side. Up to Huss. Horn at the free throw line. Out to Huss. Long three-pointer on the way. And good. Oh, she took that from like about 2 foot outside the top of the key. 25-0. Gales lead. They're going to bring the pass in. Almost picked off by Lurson on that one, but they do get it to Poak. Lurson is dogging her the whole way down. They get the ball to Reyes. Reyes works it all the way around the right-hand side. Picked up by Villatoro. Villatoro gets it inside to Poak. Poak goes up against Horn. Shot off the rim. No good. Andrew gets the rebound. Gives it to Schlins. Here come the Gales. Schlins gets it over to Huss. Right-hand side. She works into the lane. Gets it into Horn. Horn goes up for the shot. It's not there this time, but she's fouled. And they're going to call the foul on that one on Reyes. So that's going to be, I think, Reyes' second foul. It's going to be the second team foul for the quarter. And she's going to be shooting too. Nope, that's Reyes' first foul. All right. 4:49 left, shooting 2. 25-0 Gale lead. First shot is up and good. 3 for 4. Doing a nice job tonight on free throws. Good job, Eden. She sets up for her second free throw. Ball is up. No good on that one. But Andrew gets the rebound for the Gales. She gets it back outside to Schlins, up to the top of the key to Huss. Huss dribbles in inside the lane, or the free-point line, misses. Ball is rebounded by Horn, who puts up the right-handed layup on that one, and it's good. We're going to have a timeout called. With the timeout, we'll go back to studio for a commercial. This is Lance Lennon here. Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Gale fans and others, to Gale Gymnasium. 28-0, the Gales lead, 4:34 left in the half. Cowgirls bring the ball up. Ball's in the hands of Reyes. She's on the left-hand side, guarded by Horn. She picks up the dribble. Horn's all over her, not letting her get off. She's going to get it. She does get it inside to Poak. It's on the ground. I think they're called jump ball on that one. That was between her and Huss, and so possession arrow is going to remain in the favor of the Cowgirls. 16 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be brought in by Villatoro. She's going to look. And Gale's setting up. They're running a spread-out inbound pass. Gale's doing a nice job. They try to get it in. It's deflected out of bounds by Palmer. So it's still Cowgirl ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 1 second went off on that one. Now they're doing the line inbound. They do get it in this time to England. And they're going to call a foul on Lurson. Lurson got inside on that one. She's like, yeah, whatever. So she's get called for her first foul. That's the first team foul for the Gales tonight. First foul of the quarter. And her first foul. So they still get inbound. With the penalty, though, you get a fresh shot clock. So 35 on the shot clock. They get it to Poak. She's on the left-hand side. She works into the lane, tries a nice little hook shot. It goes in. I didn't even see it move the net. That was like, all right. So 28-2. Gales lead by 26. Horn gets the ball. She moves into the lane. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Lurson. Lurson gets the ball out to Schlins. Schlins comes in towards the lane. Up top to Huss. Huss is going to work it off. Three. Nope. She looked like she set up for a three. She gets it to Horn. Horn trying to work her way into the lane. She does. She goes up against Reyes. They're going to call for Reyes for the foul. No good on the shot, so she'll be shooting two. While she's getting set up for the shot, we're going to say thank you to Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery. They're located at 3525 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Growing building beauty and building trust for 20 years. I want to say thank you to Fort Dodge Fiber. Fort Dodge Fiber, the registered there for them with them today for cutting-edge technology and lightning-fast broadband at FortDodgeFiber.com. First shot, a little bit off to the left-hand side, no good. 28-2. Setting up for her second shot. Couple of bounces on that one. The ball is up. No good. Rebounded by Reyes. Cowgirls looking to bring the ball up quickly. They get it over to Villatoro. Villatoro's going to slow things down. So she's going to come across. Going to be picked up at Schlins right at the half court. She goes over left-hand side, working down towards the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Nowhere to get it. Ball's bounced around, and it's going to be out of bounds on England. So it's going to be Gale basketball. 3:26 remaining in the quarter, remaining in the half. Ball comes in to Palmer. Quickly across the timeline. She's going over on the left-hand side. Good pick set by Lurson. They get it over to Horn. Horn underneath, wide open. Goes in for the left-hand side layup. She gets it, and it's good. 30-2. Gales lead by 28. Poak's going to bring the ball up, this time for the Cowgirls. Works it across the timeline. Passes it to Villatoro. Give it to England. She's going to work down on the right-hand side against Lurson. Throws up a ball. Goes off the top of the rim. Just a long pass to Villatoro. Then they get it to Reyes up at the top. She's going to work down inside the lane and rejected by Horn. It goes out of bounds. Horn literally reached over her back and rejected her. Didn't even touch her. That was just height over everything. 2:51 left. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound. Quick shot taken by England. Not there. Nothing to hit the rim, so shot clock's still going. They give it to Reyes. Still hasn't hit the rim. Now the Gales get the rebound. So Palmer's going to bring the ball down court. She's coming quick. Gets it over to Schlins. Schlins, right-hand side. Steps inside. Gets it to Lurson in the lane. Lurson throws up the little shot there. Misses it. England gets the rebound for the Cowgirls and comes down court. She gets it into the lane, inside to Taylor Johnson. Taylor Johnson seeing some playing time now to Reyes. Reyes tries to slip into the lane to make a shot. No. Met quickly by 3 Gales. Her pass deflected by Horn. It's on the ground. It's going to be loose ball. Currently, Perez had that. And what are they going to say? It was Perez and Palmer. Nope, pardon me, Poak and Palmer. They call a reach on Palmer on that one. She's like, oh, I get the foul on that one. Okay. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, so let's go ahead and go back to studio. This is Lance Leno. Gale basketball coming to you from Sunny 99.7 and yourfortdodge.com. Well, folks, I thought it was a full timeout. It was a 30-second timeout. So whilst you were gone, the Cowgirls had the ball. Pass got stolen by Larson. She came down, passed it ahead to Horn. Horn dribbled it off her foot, went out of bounds. Now the Cowgirls have it. Into the lane goes Reyes, trying to put the shot up. Not good. Rebounded by England. She's surrounded by 3 Gales. Give it back to Reyes. She's going to work back into the lane. And the ball is picked out by Larson, but ends up in the hands of England. Another pass trying to get it up top to Poak. Another rejection by Horn. Poak got the pass, went down the left side of the lane, tried to get it in real quick, missed it because she was rejected by Horn. Larson has the ball in the lane for the Gales. She got too close under the rim when she put it up, hit the rim on the shot going up, rebounded to England, and they get it to Poak. She's coming down. It goes over to Villatoro. Villatoro out to Reyes. Reyes, 3-pointer on the way, and it's good. 30-5 now, the Gales lead here. 1:11 left in the first quarter. First half, second quarter. Numbers. All right. Gales have it. They get it to Larson at the free throw line to Schlin. Schlin comes in along the baseline. Floater goes up, partly deflected and out of bounds off of Reyes. Gales are going to keep the ball. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 58 seconds on the game clock, leading 30-5. 58 seconds remain here in the half. Inbound pass. They get it into Horn. They get to Larson. Larson puts it up, and it's good. 32-5. Found her distance away from the hoop that time, so it's up and good. That's, I think, her first 2 points of the night. Here comes Poak bringing the ball up. It's met at half court by Palmer. She goes left hand this time to Reyes. Reyes tried to get inside to Johnson. Ball was deflected, goes around. Quickly down to Schlins, who gets it into Horn. Horn's in the lane. She goes, nice little 3-foot jumper on that one. It goes in. 34-5. 29-point lead, 26 seconds remaining, no shot clock. They try to get the ball in. They do get to England. She's down left-hand side of the lane. She's going to call a block or a trip on that one on Larson. England was trying to make a move in and got tangled up in Larson's feet. So going to go out of bounds, 19.8 seconds. They're going to take it out under their own hoop. Villatoro going to inbound it for the Cowgirls. Pass gets to England. She's on the left-hand side. Works her way up towards the top. Gets it to Reyes. Reyes works down the left-hand side of the lane. She's met by Horn. Passes deflected. Gets to Palmer. 11 seconds. Palmer's bringing the ball up. Looking to score on this one. She comes right through the lane. Goes all the way to the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Slips through 2 defenders, and it's good. 36-5. Gales lead 31 going into the half. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around halftime. We're going to have the Loftus-Weiler halftime show. We'll take a look at the first half statistics, and sports director Joe Jaden will have a halftime guest. Loftus-Weiler's offering professional guidance with personalized and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. We'll go back to studio now. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
.7.
Welcome back to Gales Basketball on Sunny 99.7. Time now for the Loffersweiler Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sunny 99.7 studios. I'm Sports Director Joe Jaden, and you're listening to the Loffersweiler Halftime Show. And join me now is St. Edmond softball coach Bill Sherburne. Bill, how you doing?
Good, thanks, Joe.
Well, I always like checking in with the coaches during the offseason at least once. I know that some softball players are kind of working on their game right now here in January. What's the offseason been like so far?
Well, obviously we don't stop, I would say. We continue at it. Lots of open gyms, give the girls opportunity for those that want to continue to work on their skills and get better. They have that. I don't participate in any of that stuff during the offseason, but we still have some good parents and volunteers to do that for us, and we give the girls plenty of opportunity to get in there and work.
Last year, 25-12, you reached the state semifinals. Heck of a year last year. I know you didn't get to the championship like you would have liked, but your overall thoughts on last season?
Well, last year, we had high expectations and high hopes of getting to what we wanted to do. We just had a couple unfortunate things happen that, we weren't able to overcome and continue on in the tournament. But that group of girls was a joy and a privilege to coach, and one of the main reasons when I decided to take the job, I knew at some point, as they got older, we'd continue to get better, and we did exactly that. And I just can't say enough about that group of girls and being able to coach them and what they accomplished their years of high school. It was a great run and an awesome time.
Well, you've graduated the great Mariah Myers and Lauren Gibb. They were fantastic last year. Also, Hadley Oswald and Ansley Oswald, they both meant so much to your program, but those four are gone. So what you return is your daughter, Faith Sherburne, who had .451 last year, a .514 on base percentage, 6 homers, 34 RBI. She stole 37 bases. Torin Helly will be back, .353, a .431 OBP, 3 homers, 25 RBIs. Very good pitcher last year for you. Myra Lemon, .311, a homer, 20 RBIs. Sophia Schlenz, .337, stole 16 bases. Boy, you have a lot of pieces to work with this year.
Yeah, we won't be as deep as we were last year, and obviously we won't have that senior leadership, as many of the senior leadership. Faith does an excellent job leading that group of girls, and she will continue to do that. We expect that of her. But it's going to be a continued work in progress, and we're going to have to, fight and claw for our wins and our success this year. So we're going to keep at it, and we're going to do our best to make it back to that state tournament.
We're in January, but how do you foresee your pitching staff this year?
Our pitchers are all back. Torin did a tremendous job leading the staff, and then Brecken filled in where needed, and we still have Sophia and Rihanna Myers on the backside of that. So we got to do a little more off-season work with them and, continue to get them improved so we have good depth there. I think having a different look and giving teams a different look at pitching is always a benefit.
Yeah, some of those names coming back, Rihanna Myers, Faith Sherburne, Ella Vandy, along with Olivia Andrew. You got Brecken Ulrich, Jade Rock, Torin Helly, Myra Lemon, Greenlee Crimmins, and Sophia Schlenz. Any young girls, 8th graders, that might be able to hop on the scene and help you on your varsity program?
The 2 8th graders that come to mind that maybe have an opportunity to compete is Baylor Ulrich. She's a catcher. And Grace Crimmins. Those 2 are the first 2 that come to mind that I know have been putting some time in and really working on getting better. So hopefully between the 2 of them, they can compete for a spot. Like I said, we won't be as deep. So a lot of those girls that you just mentioned are starters in this upcoming year.
St. Edmond softball coach Bill Sherburne here with me on the Loffersweiler halftime show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Clarion Goldfield Dows, talking a little St. Edmond softball here in the offseason. You open your season on May 18th against Sadell. How different is the schedule this coming summer from last year?
I think we try to keep on a lot of the same teams. We added a few. We started earlier this week, so we needed to get a couple early season games. Sadell, we moved up. And then, the end of that first week is state track. So I think we're trying to stay away from scheduling much that end of that week so the girls are able to go support their classmates or their schoolmates at state track. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But, we hope to have a pretty full schedule.
A lot of success for St. Edmond softball over the years. 25-12 a year ago. The year prior, 26-7. 23-13 3 years ago. 24-7 4 years ago. Is it going to be hard to get to 20 wins this coming summer?
I think it's hard to get to 20 wins any summer. So it's always a grind. You get middle season on and, the temperature gets up and we play almost every night and we have to work hard and continue to stay sharp. And I don't want to say rebuilding. I don't know if that's a fair word. But without the depth of that senior leadership and that many older girls on your team, it's going to be more difficult. But with hard work and, I have good optimism about these girls coming up, and they've played ball for a lot of years, and we expect them to step into those roles and for us to continue to have success.
All right. Well, Coach Sherburne, I appreciate a few moments of your time here this evening. I look forward to this summer. Alex Nagel will be broadcasting your games here on Sunday 99.7. Good luck. Thanks for talking to me tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Stay warm.
Yeah, that's St. Edmond softball coach Bill Sherburne here with me on the Loffersweiler halftime show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Clarion Goldfield Dows. We'll take a break. When we come back, Lance Lennon will take a look at the first half stats. Back in a moment on Sunny 99.7.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Loffersweiler halftime show. Let's go over some stats for the game. Right now, the score is 36-5. Gales with a 31-point lead for the Cowgirls. Right now, we have Ruby Poak. She's got 1 field goal, and Brianna Reyes has a 3-pointer. All right, moving on to the Gales. Right now, Abby Huss has a 3-pointer. She's got 3. Anna Larson has a shot on the inside, 2 points. Sophia Schlins has 2 3-pointers for 6 points. Chloe Palmer has 2 3-pointers and 2 field goals. She's got 10 points. And Eden Horn has put up 15 points already off of 6 field goals and 3 free throws. She has 5 rebounds, well on her way to another double-double. If she gets to play the whole game, I probably guarantee she'll get that. I can't guarantee if she doesn't get to play the whole game. And she has, Rob has her down for 1 block. I'm going to put her down for 2 because I think she had both of those. So Gale's doing exactly what they need to do, breaking up the passes, getting the rebounds, 1 shot and done, coming down, shooting on offense. And they're working on that. Remember before the game we talked about player spotlights? Well, Jessica Miracle at Farm Bureau Financial Services reminds you that the students you see tonight on the videocast are more than we see on the court. Today's player spotlight is Anna Larson. Anna is a senior. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Cosgrove. Her favorite food is steak Caesar salad. Her favorite TV show is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And her favorite music is country. Thank you to Jessica Miracle, your Farm Bureau financial agent in Fort Dodge, for bringing us this player spotlight. Kind of funny, she says the Secret Life of Mormon Wives. My sister lives in Salt Lake. Actually, she lives in Park City, but they're down in Salt Lake. She every now and then sees them. So they are actually in Salt Lake City. All right. We got about 30 seconds here before the game comes back. Why don't we go ahead and go back to studio, play one more commercial, and we'll come back for the start of the second half. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the second half of the doubleheader in the first game here as the Gales ahead of the Cowgirls, 36-5. Right now, we've got Eden Horn leading all scorers with 15, along with 5 rebounds. Switching sides, so now the Gales are going to shoot on what I would assume they practice on as their home court. So Gales are going to get the ball to start the half. We want to say thank you to Jaden Electric. They're qualified electricians that can accomplish projects both big and small. They offer everything from 24-hour electrical service and repair to design build in Iowa. They're a family-owned company who cares about quality and customer service. Thank you, Jaden Electric. And the game has begun. Here comes Palmer. Gets the ball in quickly to the free throw line to Lurson. She gets it in, into Horn, but she got just a little too much pep on that pass, and Horn slips out of her fingers out of bounds. Oh, no, that's awesome. It went off of England on that one. I thought it was off a Horn, but the refs down there say it went off England's finger. So the Gales get it back. They get it back down into Horn. She's on the left side of the lane, all the way across to Palmer. Palmer, right-hand side, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Poak. Gets the ball to England. England's going to bring the ball up now for the Cowgirls. They get the ball down in the corner to Shermer. Shermer tries to get it inside to England. Horn picks it off. She's coming down coast to coast in the lane. Couple of steps. She goes in for the layup. Fouled on both sides by Poak and by Perez. She goes down to the ground. She's going to be shooting 2. She doesn't look real happy with missing that layup, but she was pretty much just tackled on that one by both. They came from both sides on that one. They ended up giving that going to give to Perez. That's going to be her second foul. First team foul for them. First shot is off the right of the rim and bounces off towards Coach. He gets it back to him. I want to say thank you to Community Health Center. Community Health Center of Fort Dodge, with locations in Fort Dodge, Mason City, Dayton, and Eagle Grove, offer medical, dental, and behavioral services for patients of all ages. Second shot is up and good. Their caring staff is committed to your well-being and getting you back to feeling like yourself. 16 points for Horn, and here come the Cowgirls. Poak bringing the ball down, picked up by Palmer as soon as she crosses court. Tries to get the ball. It's on the ground. Before loose ball on the ground, it was between Shermer and Huss. Huss ends up with the ball, but before she can get full control, they call a jump ball. So possession arrow goes to the Cowgirls, and they're going to inbound. 26 seconds on the clock. England has it. She picks it up. She's way up by the logo. Bounce pass goes to Poak, almost intercepted. She gets into the lane, and they're going to call travel on that one. She took about 6 steps. She didn't think she did, but she's one of those, you kind of watch like nowadays, people do that stutter step or pivot step, and then they think of another step, and everybody's like, oh, is this traveling or not traveling? Well, this ref said it was. All right, ball gets inside to Lurson at the free throw line. She gets it inside to Horn. Actually, that's deflected. Horn ends up with it. She passes it back out to Palmer, down to the corner to Huss, and she put it in left-hand corner, 3-point, good. 40-5 now. Gales lead by 35, and that means one thing, folks, continuous clock. Poaz comes across, takes a move on Palmer. She gets it off to Shermer. Shermer takes up a long shot and misses it. The ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Reyes. It's going to be Gale ball. Nope. Got reversed. It's going to be Cowgirl ball. I agreed with the original call, but they changed it. Inbound pass. They get it into Reyes. Shot was going to be slightly deflected by Huss on that one. They get it to Lurson quickly down. She goes up for the layup. Not there. Second shot by Palmer. It's not any good, but she's going to be hammered by Shermer, so she's going to go to the line shooting 2. I think that's going to be Shermer's second foul. And we are shooting 2 here. So while we're waiting to get shot, let's go ahead and say thank you to Sports Page Bar and Grill. Bring out the entire family. First shot's good. To enjoy your favorite teams, they have 44 flat screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill. So Chloe gets her first free throw. Gales go up 41-35. Second shot is just string music. Another good one. 42-35 here. So Gales lead now by 37. Poak bringing the ball, met by Klummer again. She works over to the left-hand side this time. Up top, give it to Perez. Perez picks up her dribble, looking to make a pass, not there. She ends up getting it in the hands of Reyes. Reyes works down the left-hand side, guarded by Horn the whole way. Shermer gets the ball. They try to pass it into Reyes, who wasn't even looking. Horn tips the ball around, and it gets stripped after she had it. And what are they going to call on this one? So She traveled. All right. Once again, so the Horn had it. She got stripped. Ball is loose on the ground. Picked up by Poak, who tried to go down baseline and in, and she just took a couple of extra steps. So she travels, turns it over. Gales lead here, 37. Palmer setting up the offense. Over to Huss, left-hand side. Palmer, top of the key. Back to Huss. Back to Palmer. Palmer gets it into Lurson. Lurson back outside to Palmer. Palmer drives in. Bounce pass into Horn. Horn makes a nice little spin move. Takes about a 5-foot jumper, and it goes in. Gales up 44-35. Poak bringing the ball down. It's again. Palmer just waiting for her. Nice little screen set on that one by England. England gets the ball. She's at the top of the key. She comes down the right-hand side. Long layup. Doesn't hit the rim. Gets in the hands of Horn for the rebound. Palmer forces it up quickly. Over to Schlins, left-hand side. Inside to Palmer. She was down in the lane. Comes back up top to set up the offense. Gets it to Lurson. Back out to Palmer. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Ball's going out of bounds. Saved by Schlins, but right into the hands of Reyes. Reyes going to bring the ball up, give it to Poak, and they're going to come across. Palmer guarding her full court this time, and she's trying to dribble around her. Not sure what they call on that one, double dribble or whatever. But anyway, it's a turnover. Cowgirls lose the ball on that one. We got a timeout called. Let's go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here. Sunny 99.5 or 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back, Gales fan. We have basketball here at Gale Gymnasium. 4:16 left in the third quarter. Gales lead 44-5, 39-point lead, and we're going to have continuous clock for the rest of the game here. Well, not the rest of the game, but as long as they have that big of a lead, it'll remain a full continuous clock. Lurson out on the left-hand side. She puts up a three-pointer off the back of the rim. Not any good. Perez gets the rebound. She's bringing it down quickly for the Cowgirls. They get the ball in, try to pass it inside to England. It's broken up by a bunch of Gales. Cowgirls get it back, but then Lurson steals it. I don't know what they're going to call. They called a foul on this one. Lurson stole the ball. Oh, they're going to call Schlins with the reach on that one. I just thought it was good defense, folks. But, again, I'm not down on the court. So that's going to be the first team foul on the Gales. It's going to be Schlins' first foul of the game, 44-5. They do get the ball into to Shermer. Shermer working on the right-hand side. Ball pass to England. It's loose on the ground, and they get a jump ball. Lurson got in there. Possession arrow on this one goes to the Gales. So Gales get a turnover. 3:19. Gales get to take over. They get the ball to Palmer. Palmer brings the ball up. Defensively, I know that the Cowgirls are playing the zone, but it looks like a 3-2. Lurson gets the ball inside the lane. She puts up a shot. It misses, but Horn gets the rebound. It goes up and good. I think that's, 18 points now for Horn. I could look at the board, I suppose. 19 points for Horn. Not bad. I was just guessing. All right, Poak gets the ball up. She gets it to Reyes. Reyes comes down the right-hand side, loses the handle, but picks it up, tries to pass it to England, goes between England's legs and out of bounds. That's going to be another turnover. Gales get the ball. 2:40 left. Coach is going for a line change here as all new players are going to come in, and the starters are going to get to take a break here. So into the game comes Flaherty, comes Olivia Andrew, Ava Andrew, and Jade Rock. So that's, did I get all five? Who else is in there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Heldorfer. Heldorfer's out of bounds. She was right below me. I couldn't see her. She's going to bring the ball in. And it looks like we got a line change coming in for the Cowgirls too, or at least part of it. So they're going to be playing Taylor Johnson, Shermer, Perez, Poak and Diana Martinez-Santiago. All right. Ava Andrew down inside the lane, goes for the shot. Not good. Gets her own rebound, passes it back out to Flaherty. Flaherty gets the ball to Rock. Rock comes down the left-hand side. She comes towards the baseline. Nice little pass into Olivia. Out to Ava. Over to Heldorfer on the right-hand side. Flaherty back to Rock. Rock's working the left-hand side. Bounce pass into Olivia. Back out to Ava at the free throw line. All the way down into Flaherty. Flaherty quickly covered. She passes it. Oh, gets knocked out of bounds on the pass. It's out on the Cowgirls. Still Gale ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. A minute 34 on the game clock. Time keeps running on the clock. Down to 128. They get the ball into Olivia. Andrew. Andrew to Ava Andrew. Give it to Rock. Rock has it left-hand side, top of the key to Flaherty. Flaherty takes a nice little pass over to Heldorfer. Heldorfer right-hand side to Andrew. Put the shot up, and it's no good. Shot clock violation on that one, folks. Don't get the ball up quick enough. Turnover by the Gales. They tried to get it into Olivia. She was going up. It was kind of deflected on that one before she could get the shot up. So they think they would have got it in time, but for the defense of the Cowgirls. Navia Morales is in for the Cowgirls now, so Poak brings the ball up. Comes clock timeline. Jukes Jade Rock out of it, loses the handle, and Jade Rock gets it. What a place to be. Flaherty making a fast break. She's down inside the lane, puts up the layup. Good, and the foul. She's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three. Foul on that one is going to be called on, I'm not sure, 31. That's going to be on Shermer. So Shermer's going to pick up another foul. That's her second foul. And Flaherty's going to go to the line. So Maggie gets her first 2 points of the night. And she's going to go to the line shooting a free throw here. Flaherty is, well, she hasn't shot any free throws this year. So right now she has no percentage shots. So either 100% or 0%. I don't know how you do that one. Her first free throw misses. It's on the ground loose. Rebound is fought and going to get a jump ball. Jump ball is going to go to the Cowgirls. That was Andrew tied that one up along with Martina Santiago. All right, Villatoro gets the ball into Poak. Poak's going to bring the ball up for the Gales. She's picked up by Rock at half court. 19 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ball up top to Shermer. Shermer working down. She comes all the way across right-hand side. Puts up the shot. Misses. Ball's loose. Rock gets the rebound again. Working her way down. She sees Maggie making a move, but she comes in left-hand side. Puts up the layup. Short. Poak makes the rebound. That's the end of the quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to studio. Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Sound of the Game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge, right next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. And here we go, Gales fans. A final quarter of basketball. Gales up 48-5, 43-point lead. They get inside to Olivia Andrew. That shot is going to be knocked out of bounds. She took the shot. I don't know if you call that a deflection or a rejection, but Rhea's got her hands all over that one and knocked it out of bounds. Gales still have the ball. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound. Rock has it up top. Quick pass inside to Flaherty. Oh, give it to Ava Andrew. Ava Andrew makes a nice move. In from the right side. Puts it up and in. That's 50-5. Gales lead by 45. Perez working the ball up this time for the Cowgirl. She loses the dribble, picks it back up. She's guarded by Rock. Has nowhere to go right now. She does make a bounce pass, and that's going to be picked off by Flaherty. Flaherty intercepts that pass, and she's going to bring it up court, and she comes across the timeline. She gives a nice bounce pass down to the right side to Heldorfer. Back to Flaherty over to Rock. Rock gets it inside to Olivia Andrews. Shot goes up, way up, and it's loose on the ground. Not loose on the ground. They were tied up on the rebound. England had it, and Andrew grabs it. They call a jump ball on that one. Possession arrow is going to go to the Cowgirls. 6:55 going on the clock here. Inbound pass to Villatoro. Villatoro comes up across, picked up a Heldorfer. They get it to England. England being guarded by Olivia Andrew. She works all the way down the right-hand side. Olivia just strips the ball right out of her hands, gives it to Heldorfer. Here comes Heldorfer to bring the ball up for the Gales. She comes quickly across the timeline, gets it down to Rock. Bottom right-hand side. She makes a nice move, comes inside the three-point line. Shot is up. It misses off the front of the rim. It's on the ground. Rock picks up the rebound. She gets it over to Flaherty. Flaherty at the top of the key, resetting the offense now. Over to Heldorfer, left-hand side. Heldorfer works towards the top. Gets it back to Flaherty. Flaherty comes over to the left-hand side. Nice bounce pass inside to Olivia Andrew. Olivia Andrew goes in for the shot. It's no good, but she is going to be fouled by Reyes. I think that's going to be Reyes' third foul tonight. And Olivia Andrews is going to get to do 2 shots. Yep, that is the third foul on Reyes. And that's going to be the first team foul of the quarter on the Cowgirls. Olivia Andrews shooting 40% from the line, and the first shot is, just off the front of the rim. Bounced up, hit the backboard, came up, thought it might go in, but it rolls off the front. So still 50-45. She sets up for her second shot. This shot is on its way. Oh, that's nothing but net on that one. Nice job by Olivia. Here come the Cowgirls. Villatoro bringing the ball up again. Met by Heldorfer right at the logo. Pick set by England. Villatoro goes left hand, passes it back up top to England. To Perez. She's coming down the right-hand side. Ball is stripped out of her hand. It gets knocked out of bounds it was stripped by Flaherty. Off of the hands of Rock. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Cowgirl ball. And they got more players coming in now. So now coming in for them, we got Poak back in. Santiago's back in. Looks like Shermer's back in. And Taylor Johnson and Perez. All right, so Perez looking to inbound. Nobody there. They do finally get to Poak. Poak on the right-hand side. She comes in. Got a timeout called before she went into the line. She did make the shot, but Coach called a timeout. She's like, I made the shot, and you called timeout. So we're going to go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
We're back live basketball here at Gale Gymnasium. Gales lead 51-5, 5:34 left here in the game. Ball's coming inbound from the Cowgirls. Perez gets it into Poak. Poak caught right at the baseline, throws up a pass. Olivia Andrew gets the rebound and just shows her prowess on that one. She grabbed it and just said, don't mess with me. This is my rebound. Gets it to Heldorfer. Heldorfer comes down. Hands it off to Rock. Rock works over to the left-hand side. Down to the lane. Inbound pass. Nice bounce pass. Inside to Andrew. Back outside to Flaherty to Heldorfer. Heldorfer tries to go in. She's going to be pushed. And that's going to be Shermer's third foul. Could be her fourth. Trying to remember how many she has. That's her third. Yep. Her third foul. Second team foul. They're going to inbound. So Heldorfer brings the ball in. Gets it to Olivia Andrew. Andrew gets it up top to Ava Andrew. Ava gets it inside to Flaherty. Flaherty, nice giving there to Rock. Rock comes in on the left-hand side, goes for the free throw. It doesn't go in because she was fouled on that one by Diana Martinez Santiago. So that was her first foul, and that's going to be the third team foul. And Rock's going to go to the line shooting two. I apologize. They called that on Taylor Johnson. I didn't see her in there, but that's who they called it on. Jade's first free throw is up and good. She is a 60% free throw shooter, and she's nailed that one. She looked like she's shooting free throws all the time. 4:52. 52-5. Gales up by 47. Second shot by Rock is up. Off the back of the rim and tipped out of bounds by Olivia Andrew. They're going to give that one, to the Cowgirls. So 4:47 remaining in the game. Here come the Cowgirls. Down by 47, but have yet to give up. Little disappointment, a little frustration you can see on some of their faces, but most of them, honestly, are still smiling. And I think they like playing basketball. All right, ball goes over to England on the left-hand side. She misses the pass, knocks it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. Gales are going to get the ball in. We got another line change come in for the Gales. Coming in for the Gales right now, we have Grace Schlegel. We have Ava Underberg. We have Morgan Lewis. Who else came in? Ava Bradley and Ellison Whitmore. All right, so 5 new players in for the Gales. Bradley's going to bring it up and set up the offense. She gets it right inside to Whitmore at the free throw line. Whitmore throws up a shot, goes off the front of the rim. Lewis gets the rebound, shoots. No good, gets her own rebound. Passes it out to Schlegel. Schlegel gets the ball stripped from her by Poak, and she's going to come down. The rest of the Gales are there. Oh, she picked up the ball, almost traveled, but she does pass it to Perez. Perez gets it to Poak, and it's going to be stripped by Bradley. Bradley's going to come down on a breakaway. Coming in right-hand side, throws it up hard. No good. Lewis gets the rebound, and she's going to be tied up by Perez. Jump ball. It's going to be Gale ball. Should be Gale ball. I think they're going to call it Cowgirl ball. I thought it was Gale ball. All right, not Gale ball. All right, so players coming in now for the Cowgirls. Reyes is back in. Shermer's back in. And out goes Santiago and Johnson. All right, so Poak bringing the ball up now for the Cowgirls. She's going to be picked up by Bradley. Pass over to England, left-hand side. She's guarded by Whitmore. Pass comes over to Reyes. Reyes works down against Underberg. Picks up her dribble, gets it back out to Poak outside the three-point line. Poak, nothing there. Gets it up top to Perez. Perez back to Reyes. Reyes working the baseline. No good to Poak. Poak tries it again. She puts up a desperation. It's good, though. She's just slipped under Bradley, went up and just threw it up there, and it goes in. Like I've always said, no points for pretty, but you get points for putting it through the hoop. 52-7, 45-point lead. Andrew gives the ball quickly to Underberg. Nice bounce pass underneath. She gets it slightly deflected by Shermer, so they don't get it. Rebound went to Perez. And here comes Poak bringing the ball up for the Cowgirls. 2:25 left in the game. They give it to England. Almost picked off by Whitmore. Nice pass. It's deflected, and right now they give it, ends up, Reyes gets it. She comes down the right-hand side, puts up a shot, goes off the side of the backboard. Perez gets the rebound. She's going to look to outlet, and they're going to call 3 seconds on that one. No. Coach called timeout before they get the shot. So we're going to go back to studio. Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here in Gale Gymnasium as the Gales lead 52-7, 45 points. Right now, we are about as far down the bench as you can go for the Gales. I think everybody is getting some good playing time tonight and getting some good looks at the hoop. It's one of those things that just, they work hard all year. That time the Gales intercepted a pass. Bradley tried to pass, she tipped it, tried to keep it from going out of bounds, but she stepped on the out-of-bounds line on the baseline there, so it's out of bounds on the Gales. 11 seconds on the shot clock as Perez is going to inbound it for the Cowgirls now. They're doing the box inbound pass where they're on, both 2 players on each side of the lane. Making some moves around. They get it to England. England works to the outside. Poak takes it. She tries to go baseline. I think they're going to say she was either fouled or stepped on the line. Yep, they're going to call a push on that one. It's going to go out underneath. So a foul on the Gales. That foul is going to be called on Ava Bradley. Ava Bradley picks up her first foul. That's the first team foul in the quarter. And 1:40 left. You got 5 of them, Ava. You can't take them with you. Might as well put them out there on the floor. All right, England gets the quick inbound pass. Puts it up, not there. Reyes rebound. She goes up for the shot. Doesn't go in, but they're going to say she was fouled by Grace Schlegel. So Grace picks up her first foul. It's the second team foul of the quarter. And Reyes is going to go to the line shooting 2. Reyes, free throw-wise, is shooting 64.3%. I can't tell you how many that is out of how many, but it's 64.3% of them. First shot, little short out the front of the rim. She did hit the rim, though. Minute 30. Substitution coming in. Poat going out. England going out. In comes Morales and Villatoro. Out goes Perez, and in comes Santiago. Reyes lines up the second shot, and this one is good. 52-8 now for the Gales lead. Here comes Bradley quickly bringing it down. She finds Schlegel. Oh, tries to get Schlegel to make a break in towards the hoop, but she didn't. Schlegel went out. Bradley passed in. Pass goes out of bounds, turned over by the Gales. They only had one person down there, the inbounder. They forgot they need two of them down there. So inbound pass comes into Santiago and back to Villatoro. Villatoro's going to set up the offense for the Cowgirls. Minute 5 left in the game. She's going down the right-hand side against Bradley. Changes direction, comes into the lane, just about halfway down. Picks up the dribble. Ball is loose. Still on the ground. It's going to be picked up, and it would have been, I don't know, it's still on the ground there. Nobody's gotten the ball. They're flicking it around. Finally, Underberg picks up the ball and says, let's quit playing like this. Bradley gets the ball. She's coming down quick. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis passes it inside to Bradley and Underberg, but it bounces around and gets in the hands now. Who's got it? Villatoro gets the ball. She's going to ring it up court. We got 30 seconds left in the game. Cowgirls can set up for last shot. To Reyes. Reyes on the right-hand side, working down, picks up her dribble, gets it in to Santiago. Santiago back out to Reyes. Reyes making a move, 19 seconds left. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Santiago. Santiago back to Reyes. Reyes is down low on the right-hand side. She gets Charlie horsed on that one as she and Schlegel kind of ran into each other. Oh, loose ball on that one. Schlegel has it. She comes in the lane. Bounce pass over to Whitmore. Whitmore puts it up and in from the left-hand or right-hand side. It's good, 54-8, and that's going to be the game. And ladies and gentlemen, Gales win 54-8. We're going to go back to studio. When we come back, we're going to have the post-game show and the new pregame show for the other team. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. This is Gale Basketball you're listening to on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Hi, this is St. Edmond boys basketball coach Adolph Kokendorfer, and you're listening to your home for Gales boys basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lench at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the St. Edmond Gale Boys Basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. My name's Lance Lennon, and Lincoln Clay is back in the studio tonight working the board. Right next to me, keeping stats, is Robin. This evening's St. Edmond Gale Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Well, the Gales come in tonight's contest fresh off an absolute statement win this past Tuesday, January 20th, on the road against Iowa Falls. Following a tough, narrow setback against Bishop Garrigan just a night prior, the Gales showed incredible resilience by routing the Cadets 81-35. It was a game that was essentially decided by the intermission, as St. Edmond raced out to a massive 56-11 halftime lead. Coach Korkendorfer's squad was clinical, moving the ball with purpose and finding the hot hand early and often. The offensive fireworks were led by Carson Bargfried, who had a career night with 28 points, showcasing his range and ability to slash to the cup. Not far behind was Hunter Horn, who continued his dominant senior campaign with 26 points, proving once again why he's the focal point of every opposing team's scouting report. Ty Miracle provided a huge boost with 11 points, while the Gales' selfless play was on full display. Jacob Koopman, Grant Gallus, and Jack McElroy combined for a wealth of assists, consistently turning down good shots to get the great ones for their teammates. Defensively, McElroy was the unsung hero, putting the clamps on the Cadets' leading scorer to keep the game out of reach from the jump. Joining us now is Adolf Kokendorfer, coach of the boys team. Thanks for joining us and taking time to talk to us a little bit here tonight.
You bet, Lance. Yep.
So coming off that emotional loss to Bishop Oregon on Monday, your guys didn't hang their heads. They came out and put up 56 points in the first half against Iowa Falls Alden. How much of that do you think was a conscious effort to set the tone early and prove that one loss wasn't going to slow the team's momentum?
Well, that's what we've been struggling with the last 3 or 4 games is especially away from home, is getting out and controlling the tempo a little bit. We've kind of been, getting behind the 8 ball a little bit. And so I think we talked about stuff like that, and you want to get out, especially away from home, because you want to try to set the tone there. If they set the tone, then they're real comfortable then, especially at home. Getting back to those guys being selfless, I think Jack had 9 assists, took 1 shot. And, Grant had 4 assists. Jacob had 4 assists. Grant had a couple steals to go with that. Jacob had like 8 rebounds. They're very important, even though they don't sometimes score, their average or whatever. So it was good to see.
It was. And that, honest to goodness, none of this is planned, folks out there that are listening. That leads right into my next question. Because we spoke after the game about the idea of team and how well it was demonstrated in that game. So what is the potential of a team that plays this well together?
Well, it's unlimited. You just got to keep doing that, go to the hot hand, like you said. All these guys are capable of scoring. That's the thing. So they're going to get shots eventually if they try to stop somebody else. If they move the ball and get it to a guy and he hits a couple, 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden, they got to adjust their defense, try to put the screws down on that guy. Well, it's going to come back to you. And that's what we're hoping for. I hope we can just keep it up.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach K about this evening's contest. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Sports Page Bar and Grill, Lindsay Simpson American Family Insurance, and Community Health Center. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. This evening, the St. Edmond Gales are back on their home floor for a pivotal North Central Conference showdown between with the Cowboys of Clarion Goldfield Dows. This evening's pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. So the Gales entered tonight with an 11-2 record and some impressive individual numbers. Hunter Horn is putting up Player of the Year type statistics, leading the way with 26 points per game while shooting an incredible 55.6 from the field. He's also nearly averaging a double-double every night with 9.3 rebounds. Carson Bargfried remains a major threat from the perimeter, averaging nearly 12 points while shooting 38.2% from behind the arc. Jack McElroy is dishing out an average of 8 assists per game with a staggering 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. This ensures the Gale offense stays in rhythm. And Jacob Koopman and Grant Gallus both play the often overlooked role of disrupting the opposing team's offense, averaging almost 3 steals a game. The Clarion Goldfield Dows Cowboys are 9-3 and bring a balanced and dangerous attack to the Gale Gymnasium tonight. They're led by junior Chaz Lane, who's a force on both ends, averaging 17 points and over 8 rebounds. He's joined in the front court by Huxley Lingenfelter, who scores 13 a night on 53% shooting, and J.D. Moracle rounds out the top 3 as he's shooting a lethal 47.6 from behind three-point range. The Cowboy team hits the offensive glass hard, so the battle in the paint very well could determine the outcome tonight. For the Gales to be successful, it comes down to the interior defense and rebounding. Between Lane and Lingenfelter, the Cowboys have the size to challenge Horn and Koopman. However, with Jacob Koopman pulling down 8.7 boards a game himself, the Gales have the edge. And if they can limit the Cowboys to one-and-done possessions, looks like a good night for the Gales. Back with us is Coach Kokendorfer. Coach, welcome back.
Glad to be back, Lance.
All right, so Chaz Lane and Huxley Lingenfelter are a high-percentage duo inside for the Cowboys. With Hunter and Jacob both averaging about 9 rebounds a game, how much of the focus tonight do you think is on winning the battle in the paint and going to, basically prevent Clarion from getting those second-chance points?
It's always big, Lance, if we can do that. I mean, against any team, one and done is great because every shot gets a little tougher then when you're not getting offensive rebounds. So hopefully that's what we got to build on that. We've got to do that, and we got to do a better job with our defensive rotation than we have been doing. So we talk about that. We've had one shoot around since last Thursday, so it's been hard to work on stuff with the cancellations and 3 games a week and stuff like that. But that's something we've got to do tonight. We've got to go to the boards really hard, and we preach that a lot. Sometimes we don't get it done. Sometimes we do. So hopefully tonight we'll get after it and keep them off the glass, especially on the offensive glass.
All right. So last time you met Clarion was on their home court, and it was your team's first game of the season. You came away with an 81-54 victory. Knowing the NCC, you really can't take any team for granted. So how do you keep this team from overlooking tonight's opponent?
I don't think they do. I really don't. I think that was an eye opener the other night, a wake up call against Garrigan. How important the little things are. So I don't look for them. My gut feeling is they're not going to overlook them. They're going to come out ready to play. So hopefully we'll have a little shoot around right after school. The JV starts at 4, so we'll get in there and just go over a couple things and then get ready to play. But I don't think they're going to overlook them. I'm not going to let them, in fact.
Yeah, we've got definitely an early start tonight with the weather coming in. So
yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck tonight, Coach. We'll conduct the Daniel Tire postgame show after the game.
Okay, thanks, Lance.
All right, that was St. Edmond Gale basketball coach Adolph Kokendorfer with me on the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
From the heartbeat of local radio
St.
to
Edmond Gale's basketball is on the air. Gale's basketball is brought to you in part by Community Tap and Pizza, Surf Pro Fort Dodge, Trailhead CPA PC, Micah Cement Furniture, Dan Flattery State Farm Insurance, Fort Frenzy Godfather's Pizza, and Chemna Auto of Fort Dodge. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Edmond Dows. Sportsmanship is the number one priority in the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Please join tonight's officials, players, and coaches in demonstrating outstanding sportsmanship throughout the contest. Now let's introduce tonight's starting lineups. First for the Cowboys, the junior wearing number 0, Steve Lingenfelter. And for the Gales, the senior wearing number 5, Jacob Koopman.
Welcome back there, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the second half of our double header here. I got disconnected for a little bit. We had to play a couple extra commercials to make sure I got reconnected, so we're running tight on time. I want to say thank you, pregame show. That was Central Iowa Distributing. Tonight's starting lineups are going to be brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance, and the opening tip-off is brought to you by North Central. And the online streaming, folks, if you're listening online, that is Mitch Lutton. We also have streaming via the internets or the interwebs with our YouTube, so video you can actually watch, and that's presented by Trailhead CPA PCs. They're the advisors here in Fort Dodge, and the video streaming scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty. I apologize to our sponsors on that for not reading your full ads, but I got to get through the starting lineup, so here we go. For the Cowboys, starting our at number 0 is Huxley Lingenfelter, a junior forward at 6'3". Number 2, Tristan Kakacek, a senior guard at 5'7". Wearing number 10, a captain, J.D. Moracle, junior guard at 6 foot. Number 14, another captain, Chaz Lane, a junior forward at 6'4". And 21, Paxton Lingenfelter, freshman forward at 6'2". So the Lingenfelter brothers in. The Cowboys are coached by Jason Burning, assisted by Ronnie Downing and Cody Olson. For your Gales, we'll have our usual 5 starting tonight, and that's going to be number 5, Jacob Koopman, a captain, senior forward, 6'2". Number 10, Jack McElroy, a captain, senior guard at 6 foot. Number 12, Grant Gallus, a senior guard at 6'1". And 34, Hunter Horn, a captain, senior forward at 6'5". And 42, Carson Bargfried, senior guard at 6'2". The Gales are coached by Adolf Kokendorfer, Pat O'Rourke, and Mitchell Rasmussen. And that takes me right to the tip. The tip was actually won by the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to start with the ball. So right away, Kakacek has the ball, sets up the offense, gives it over to Lingenfelter, the younger of the two. He gives it to Moracle. Moracle tries to get into the lane. Doesn't work. Gets the ball back to Kakacek. Kakacek right about the free throw line. Puts up a shot. They draw first blood, 2-0 Cowboys. But here come the Gales. They go with the Gallus. Gallus works down the left-hand side and real quickly beat all the defense and right over Lingenfelter, the younger. It's good. The Gales tie it up 2-2 here. Kakacek comes on the left-hand side, gives the ball to Moracle. Moracle gets it all the way across court now to Lane. Gets it right to the free throw line. That shot was put up by the older Lingenfelter. Missed it, but rebounded by Kakacek. Gets it back. Oh, that's going to go to Chaz Lane. Chaz Lane goes in for the shot. It's good, and he gets the foul. So he's going to go to the line shooting one. They're going to call the first team foul. The first foul of the game is going to be called on. That's going to be called. Yep, Carson Bargfried picks up the first one. So Chaz Lane going to be shooting a free throw. He's a 65% free throw shooter, and he's lining up the first shot here tonight. Shot is up on its way, and good. 5-2, Cowboys lead. Here comes McElroy. Works the ball, gets it to Bargfried. Bargfried puts up a three-pointer right away, front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by the older Lingenfelter. He gets it down to Lane. Lane comes in around the baseline, under and around, misses. Gallus got the rebound quickly down. He puts it up and in. Gallus now has 4 points, both of them on breakaways as he comes in on the left-hand side. Cowboys give it to Moracle to bring up the ball. He hands it off. It's Kakacek. Kakacek gives it over to Lane. Lane gives it to the older Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter back to Moracle. Moracle working down the right-hand side. He's right there. He ties it up. Nothing there. He manages to break around everybody. Puts in a little floater. Don't know how that went in, but it did. So Gales are down 7-4. McElroy gets the ball to Horn. Horn working down the right-hand side. He comes in the lane, gets a fake, gets everybody up. Nobody on that. He puts it in. Easy little bucket for him. 6-7. Kakacek gets the ball over to Moracle. Moracle down in the corner over here to Lane. Back to Moracle. Over to the older Lingenfelter. Now to Moracle. Moracle gives it to his younger Lingenfelter. Here comes Kakacek working the right-hand side. Ball gets loose. Younger Lingenfelter picks it up. It's over to his older brother. He comes inside. Axton Lingenfelter works in the lane. No good. Gets to Kakacek. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Gallus gets the rebound. Lingenfelter jumped on his back. No call on that one, but Gallus has it. He tries to split the lane. Goes out to Bargfried. Bargfried, left-hand side. Back to McElroy. McElroy, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Kakacek. Kakacek quickly comes across the timeline. Gets the ball to Moracle. Moracle works inside. Ball is loose. Picked up by Koopman. Koopman making his way down. He's going down quickly. Gets into the lane. No foul called on that one. They're going to call it out of bounds off of Kakacek. That was I guess you're too far away. You don't know who's pushing and who's wide. Both of them were pushing on that one. So Horn gets the ball on the inbound. He's in the lane. Gets Lingenfelter off the ground. Puts up the shot, and it's good. 8-7. Gales take the first lead of the night at 5:14 left in the first quarter. Kakacek has the ball across, calling for the team, making the call there. He gives it to Huxley Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter over to the older. No, that's Chaz Lane. Chaz Lane comes down the right-hand side, puts up a jump shot. No good. What a rebound by Horn. He jumped up, I think about equal with the backboard. He gets it to McElroy. McElroy splits in the lane. An outlet pass to Grant, to Koopman. Back over to Bargfried. Bargfried, right-hand side. Three-pointer up. No good. They're going to call over the back on that one as Koopman was in position to get the rebound, and Chaz Lane thought he could just ride up on his back. No, they called Koopman on that one. That's an interesting foul. He was clearly underneath and in position, and Lane was on his back, but maybe he didn't give him a nice piggyback ride, and that's what the foul was. Here comes Kakacek. Kakacek coming down the right-hand side. Gives it to the older Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter to Chaz Lane. Lane working on the right-hand side against Koopman. Miracle is in for the Gales right now. Shot goes up, and it's good. That's Lingenfelter. That is the older Lingenfelter. Puts it up and good for the three-pointer. So 10-8, Gales trail the Cowboys. McElroy has the ball. Quickly over to Miracle on the left-hand side. Down the left-hand corner to Koopman. Gives it to Horn. Horn's outside the three-point range. Puts up a shot, and it's good. 11-11 or 11-10. Gales up by 1. Back and forth here, folks. Someone's eventually going to take command. Kakacek gets the ball across the timeline, not without a lot of hindrance. Nothing. They're going to call foul on that one. I think I knocked myself out of the studio there for a sec. Sorry, folks. All right, so Kakacek was coming down. They're going to call a block on that one. They're going to call it on Gallus. Gallus was called for his first foul. That's going to be the third team foul. Inbound pass comes in to Chaz Lane. He's in the lane, stripped by McElroy. They get it outside to the older Lingenfelter. He puts it up, and good. 12-11 Cowboys. Koopman has the ball, gets it to McElroy, right-hand side. Top of the key, Gallus. Couple of bounces, McElroy, right-hand side. Gets it to Miracle. Top of the key, back to McElroy. McElroy, wide open, puts up a three-pointer, and it's good. Gales lead 14-12 now. He kind of let the Clarion bench know that he made that three-pointer as he shot it right in front of him. All right, working around is Paxton. Lingenfelter gives the ball to Chaz Lane. Chaz Lane coming in against Horn, comes into the lane and gets stripped of the ball. He picks it back up. They're going to call jump ball on that one. Possession arrow's going to go to the Gales. Lane thought it was a foul. Didn't happy with that call, but that's the way the ball bounces there, Chaz. So Gales get the ball on the turnover. 3:18, leading 14-12. Incredibly fast-paced game and a lot of back and forth here, folks. McElroy setting up the offense. Directing traffic as he comes. Another three-pointer. It's up. No good. Ball goes into, who got that one? Anyway, Cowboys got that. They tried to pass it very quickly to Kakacek. Pass was broken up by McElroy, knocked out of bounds. So it's going to be Cowboys ball, and we're going to have a timeout called. With the timeout, we're going to go ahead and go back to studio. You're listening to Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back from the break as the Cowboys are just inbounding the ball. First goes to Huxley Lingenfelter. In for right now for the Cowboys is Johnny Lamelli. Three-point shot put up by the Chaz Lane on that one. So now back to a 1-point lead for the Cowboys. 15-14. McElroy works down on the right-hand side. Gives it to Koopman, top of the key. Koopman dribbles into the lane. Gets it outside to Miracle. To Gallus. Gallus, top of the key. Three-pointer off. No good. Horn gets the rebound. Puts the shot up. Is knocked to the ground. No foul called. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Lingenfelter. It's down now to Kakacek. Kakacek has the ball. Bounce pass is picked off by McElroy. He spins around, but it gets back to Kakacek. He's in the lane. Ball is loose on the ground. Stolen again. That was just all over the place. Horn ends up with the rebound, but I think they're going to call a foul on that one. No foul, just calling out of bounds. Okay, nope. They're going to call Kakacek with the foul. So that's going to be the first team foul against the Cowboys. Gales have 3, the Cowboys have 1. Here comes McElroy setting up the offense. Gales trail 15-14 to the Cowboys. McElroy gets it to Gallus, right-hand side. Gallus quick to in cutting Horn. Horn gets around everybody, misses the shot. Lamelli gets the rebound. Looks like they had Lingenfelter. The young Lingenfelter went down. Looks like he's limping a little bit, but he's going to keep playing. Lamelli works around the three-point line. Gets it to the younger Lingenfelter. Three-point shot made and good by Huxley Lingenfelter. Another one from the top of the key as they go up now 18-14, leading by 4. Gales bring the ball down court. Gallus has it left-hand side. Works into the lane. He's working down underneath. Back out. McElroy at the top of the key. He comes into lane. Nice couple nice steps. Little floater. Misses it. It goes around the back of the rim. Rebounded by Moracle. Moracle comes down for the Gales. Stripped away by McElroy. After McElroy had the ball, they're going to call a foul on that one. The foul is going to be against Moracle. He reached in on McElroy after he stole the ball. So second team foul for the Cowboys. Out goes Koopman, in comes Bargfried. So we've got McElroy, Bargfried, Horn, Miracle, and Gallus. In for the Cowboys, we have Huxley Lingenfelter, Lamelli, Kakacek, and I can't see all the other players right now. They're all over the place. Ethan Hasty is in for the Cowboys right now. McElroy has the ball. Right-hand side, top of the key. He works in, coming into the lane, up against Hasty. Over to the corner to Miracle, to Horn. Horn puts up a three-pointer. All around the rim, no good. Bargfried ties up the rebound. He ends up with the ball, but they tie it up. They're going to call jump ball before Bargfried has complete control of the ball. So that's a quick jump ball called. Possession arrow is going to go to the Cowboys. Lamelli has the ball, bringing it up for the Cowboys. He's going to be met by Gallus on the left-hand side as he came across the timeline. Couple of spin moves. Gives the ball off to Hasty. Hasty comes around the top. Gives the ball to Lane. Lane trying to work into the lane. Picks it up. He's just inside the three-point line. Short. Miracle. Rebound. Gets it to Bargfried. Bargfried left-hand side quickly coming in. Looking to drive baseline. A reverse layup. It's no good. Horn got the rebound. He spins around a couple of guys. Puts it in. And gets the foul. So he's going to go to the line shooting one. Cowboys lead 18-16. We got Horn going to the line, 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So Horn shooting almost 72% from the free throw line. And the foul on that one's going to be called against Chaz Lane. That's going to be his first foul. That's going to be the third team foul. Both teams here have 3 team fouls in the first quarter, 40 seconds remaining. Free throw is good. Gales trail by 1, 18-17 Cowboys. Bringing the ball up for the Cowboys is Moracle. Moracle left, right hand comes around the left-hand side. Ball gets stripped. They're going to call a reach on McElroy. Again, thought it was just good defense, but they call the reach on it. That's going to be McElroy's first, team fourth, 30 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off now. Cowboys can work for last shot. Inbound to Lamelli. Lamelli working on the left-hand side. Trying to get it inside the lane. They get it to Lane. He's inside up against Horn. Horn brings up. Shot is long. No good. Miracle gets the rebound. 21 seconds. Gales are going to slow it down, set up the offense, go for last shot. They get a chance to go into the locker, or into the second quarter. Get a chance to take the lead here. 10 seconds remain on the clock. 9. Bargfried, right-hand side, gets it to Horn. Horn gets it back out to McElroy, over the corner to Miracle on the right-hand side. Three-pointer up, no good. Ball goes in the rebounded to Huxley Lingenfelter. That's the end of the quarter. Cowboys up 18-17. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, your FortDodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
That sound of the game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. They have a full range of medical equipment. You can locate them at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge. Gales got the ball to start the second quarter. Right down court, and Bargfried nails a long three, so Gales go up now 20-18. On Huxley Lingenfelter. He doesn't think he did anything, but he tripped him, so that's going to be a foul. I think that's going to be Lingenfelter's first foul, but it's the first team foul of the quarter on the guests. As the Gales get the ball, leading 23-20. Got a lot of people that make this broadcast possible, and that's Dan Flattery, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Dan at 515-955-7187 today for the best home, auto, and life insurance rates around. Shot by Bargfried from the right-hand side. Misses. Picked up and rebounded. Jacob Ruba, his first time seeing the floor tonight. He gets the ball over now to Moracle. Moracle gets down to Kakacek. Kakacek tried to do a quick pass into him to Ruba. He made a cut right. Ball went left as Ruba tried to pass it back to Kakacek. That's a turnover. Gales get the ball, still leading 23-20. You can get a free quote from Dan Flattery. You can check him out at danflattery.com. I like how I come right back to those folks. I don't forget our sponsors. They're very important to us. All right, here comes McElroy. Brings the ball up across the logo. Gets it inside to Koopman. Koopman at the free throw line. Back out to Miracle. Horn, left-hand side. Handoff to Bargfried. Bargfried working the left-hand side. Comes in baseline. Floater. No good. Rebounded Koopman. Koopman tries to get it. Gets it out to Bargfried. Bargfried just inside the three-point line. Shot. No good. Rebounded this time by Ruba. Ruba brings it down quickly. Loses the handle but picks up the ball. Gets it over to Lane. Lane drives in. They're going to call a charge on that one as Horn was in place. He didn't think it was a charge. Lane doesn't like fouls called on him, I don't think. but that's his second foul. That's going to be the second team foul. Still 23-20. Gone a long time without a score here. Here comes McElroy as he brings the ball up on the right-hand side. Met by Kakacek. Give it to Horn. Horn coming in. He's at the free throw line. Jumper on the way and good. 25-20. Gales up by 5 now. 4:27 left in the half. Moracle's going to bring the ball up for the Cowboys. Gets it into the hands of Lane. Lane has it outside the top of the key. Give it to Moracle. Moracle works around. He gets into the free throw line. Shoots it. Short, off the rim, on the ground. Rebound by Bargfried. Bargfried gets the ball over to Koopman. Koopman brings it up the court. He comes into the lane. Give it to Bargfried. Top of the key. He works down the right-hand side. Bounce pass to Horn. Horn baseline, works it back up. Back to Bargfried. Bargfried all the way across to Koopman. Koopman drives in against a couple of people. Goes for the shot and misses it. But they're going to call him on a travel on that one. Even though that ball was deflected, he lost control. That shouldn't have been a travel, but that's what they called. So turnover. And we have a timeout on the floor. And with that, we're going to go back to studio, folks. You're listening to some awesome Gale basketball. There's a great game going on here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
We are back to what is turning out to be a very good game. Gales lead 25-20, 4:04 left in the half. And here they come. The Gales are setting up for full court press. They get the ball to Kakacek. Miracle has him. Not real tight press, but just enough that he's not going to be able to just take his time coming up. Picked up at half court. He picks up the dribble. He's way outside. They do get the ball to Moracle. Moracle working against McElroy. Back to Kakacek. Kakacek at the top of the key. He dribbles down the left-hand side, comes inside the three-point line. Picked up his dribble, gets it back to Moracle. Moracle works outside. Loses the ball. It's on the ground. It's loose. Moracle picks it back up. Dribbles baseline. Comes up against 3 Gales. They get it outside now. That shot is going to go up by Huxley Lingenfelter, rebounded by McElroy, and he's going to get pushed, but they don't call a foul. They just call a travel. Literally, Moracle ran into him and pushed him, causing the travel, and they call the travel. Don't know that I agree with it, but again, everybody saw it. We all know. We all know in our hearts. All right, Lane gets the ball. It's back up top now. That was the younger Lingenfelter. Gets it to Moracle. Moracle gets it to the older Lingenfelter. He goes baseline. Long pass to Lane. Lane doesn't get it, but this ball goes to Kakacek. Three-point attempt. No good. Loose rebound on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Horn. That was a nice one. Koopman scooped it out of the hands of the defender to get Horn a chance at that one. So the Gales get the rebound. Here comes McElroy. Comes inside. Pass to Horn. Deflected back to McElroy. Bargfried has it on the outside. Horn on the inside. Horn working in against Huxley. It no good. Second shot, no good. Third shot is good. 2 rebounds in a third attempt. He gets it. 27-20. They're letting them play underneath. No fouls called on that one. 2:49. Gales up by 7. Kakacek breaks through the defense, comes down, picked up by the underscore there, or the underplayers. Oh, that should have been a kick. Didn't call it. That's okay. Lingenfelter gets the ball. Loose ball picked up by Koopman, pardon me. He gets it back. Oh, that was a nice one. Oh, that was back. I don't know what they're going to call here. So he passed the ball to McElroy. McElroy went back. He went for the layup. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Bargfried. Went in. But before the shot, they're going to call a foul. The foul's going to be on Moracle. That's going to be his second foul. So Koopman's going to be shooting 2. 27-20. Gales lead. Koopman shooting 2. Plum Supply Kitchen and Bath. Choosing items for your home should be a fun and creative experience. Kind of like this game is being tonight. At Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, the beautifully displayed kitchens and baths can inspire you to bring your space one step closer to reality. First shot is up and good. Gales up 28-20. They are located at South 22nd Street in Fort Dodge. Chemna Auto. Chemno Auto. Test drive all their all-new electrical vehicles. Chemno Auto of Fort Dodge at 10 South 25th Street. Driven to serve, powered by you. Second shot. Good. Oh, that was a nice one. Get off the back rim and just straight up and in. All right. 29-20. Gales up by 9. Ball bought across by Moracle. Moracle gives the ball to Kakacek. Quick pass over to Lamelli. Lamelli over to Lane. Lane gets it up top now to the older Lingenfelter. He tries to drive in the lane. It's not there. Lamelli, three-pointer, left-hand side. Long. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be on Huxley as he basically pushed Koopman out of the way to get the rebound. But he couldn't get the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds. Gales get the ball. Here comes McElroy. They're going to have full court press now. Two people on Gallus. Gallus has a quick pack back to McElroy. He's picked up by Kakacek. Get it to Horn. They're across the timeline over to the corner to Bargfried. Bargfried puts up a three. No good. Rebound is still loose. It's going to be picked up by McElroy. McElroy comes, bounce pass underneath the Bargfried, and he goes in for the underhanded layup. They're up by 11 now. 31-20, 1:53 left. Kakacek looking to set up the offense. He's picked up by Gallus. They get the ball to Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter lurking on the top of the key. Gets it to Lane. Goes up against Horn. Tries to drive into Lane. Couple of spin moves. Not there. To Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter stripped by Koopman. Gets the ball to Lamelli. Lamelli tries to drive in the lane. The ball is held up, but he gets a handle on it. Goes to Lane. Lane, long shot. Misses off the front of Lane. It's bounced around. Koopman gets the rebound that time. Horn tipped it out of the rebounder hand, and Koopman got it. Nice turnaround. They just helped each other out with rebounds. McElroy comes in for the shot. Oh, my goodness, folks. He slipped the defenders, came down the left-hand side. The shot goes up and good. That's going to be the old-fashioned three because he's going to the line shooting a free throw. 33-20, 1:21 left in the half. And Gales are up by 13. So McElroy gets 2, and he's shooting the free throw. He's only a 40% free throw shooter. But I remember last year when it came down to, he had those free throws. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was the first game of the playoffs. He just was ice and nailed it like that one. Straight through the hoop. 35-20. 34-20? 34-20. Gales lead by 14 now. Minute 17 left in the half. They get the ball to Moracle. Moracle being guarded by Koopman. They get it inside. Moracle works down. Shot goes up. Misses it. He gets his own rebound. It's outside now to the younger Lingenfelter. Rejected by Koopman, but it's out of bounds on Gallus. Oh, that was nice. Lingenfelter went for the three. Koopman just stuffed him. Ball was up, and Gallus tried to grab it, but it had too much spin on it and goes out of bounds. They get the ball. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound pass. Goes to the younger Lingenfelter. He comes into the lane. Loses the handle. Outside to Moracle. Goes down to Kakacek. Kakacek inside. He puts up a floater. No good. Rebounded by Koopman. Koopman just ripped it out. Oh, no foul called, even though both players are getting reached on terrible here. That's a travel. And they call that one as he slid. That Kakacek slid on the ball. Finally get the travel after 2 reaches they didn't call. 45.6. Got a lot of youngins coming up here. They're up here with Coach Tracy. It's nice to see the young, I like young kids. It's really nice to see, as I tell my wife. McElroy has the ball. 39 seconds, 28 seconds on the shot clock. He's taking his time, working the ball inside the logo. He works up against Kakacek, gets it down, comes inside the lane, gets it to Bargfried out on the left side. Bargfried tries to drive in. Not there. Gets it outside to Koopman. Koopman back up top to McElroy. McElroy back to Koopman. Koopman puts up a 3 from the left-hand side. No good. Bargfried got the rebound, and it's going to be stripped out of his hands, but they're going to call a foul. They'll call a jump on that one. Bargfried had the rebound, went down with it. Kakacek got his hand on it, so they call a jump ball. 15 seconds left. Position arrow going to go to the Cowboys. That's the possession arrow, not position arrow. Here comes Moracle across half court. 10 seconds left. He comes over, gives it to Lamelli. Lamelli back to Moracle. Moracle way outside the three-point line. Trying to drive in against McElroy. Ball is stripped right out of his hands by Koopman. Koopman gets it outside to Bargfried. Bargfried puts it up at the buzzer. Good if it goes. It doesn't go. Halftime, Gale's up 34-20. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, your FortDodge.com. Back to Gale basketball. Got a special message coming out from a friend of mine here.
Hello.
That was Ozzy. Ozzy came up to say hi to us, and he gets to be up here in the crow's nest. It's a halftime. Halftime show, folks, is brought to you by Loftusweiler. We're going to take a look at first half statistics and talk to Coach CJ Tracy. Loftusweiler offers professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. I didn't say his last name, folks. It's Ozzy Kim. I don't know why I didn't say his last name. So that's Ozzy, my good friend. With us right now is Coach CJ Tracy. Coach, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, really good job by the girls doing what you pretty much said you wanted to do. Didn't do full court press. I think a couple of times you did. But your half court press seemed to be just enough for them.
Yeah, we talked about, in the locker room ahead of time that we were going to, just play half court man. We want to work on putting pressure on the ball. And there's a few little things and tweaks we got to work on. But, that's me as a coach. I always find something.
Like they say, if you strive for perfection and accept really good, that's probably good.
Yeah, there's just always something to fix and always something to work on. But you know what? These girls did a great job tonight. They played good, solid defense, moved the ball pretty well for the most part. So a win's a win. We got a big one coming up next Tuesday. And congratulations to these girls, too. Win number 10.
10, double digits.
2014-15 was the last season that happened. So, they get all the credit. They're the ones working every single day, during the season, during the off season. So just proud of everything that they've done and the effort that they've put into this.
Yeah, just a good game by a lot of the players, but Eden seemed to have a really nice night tonight. She had 7 rebounds before you took her out early in the third quarter. So she could have gotten her double-double, but wasn't meant to be tonight.
Yeah, that's okay. We were shooting the ball a little bit better than, we need to. We don't get as many rebounds, so that's a positive. But, she played well. She was able to get, finish around the rim, working on her free throw, shooting a little bit, tweaked a few things with that. That's continuously improving. So, she's a big post player. She's going to get fouled a lot, so she's going to have to knock down some free throws. She was struggling for a while, but she's getting better at it, game by game. So, it's just something we're going to continue to work on so that she can knock those down and get some easy points.
You bet. It's just over time. Things will establish. She's a freshman. She's picking up what the NCC conference is like. And so, the refs are letting them play this year. Truly letting them play inside. So
they let them play quite a bit tonight. There was some that should have been called, but they weren't. So, but it's like we preach to the girls: you can't change what's called, you can't change what's not called. You just got to keep playing. So,
all right. So on Tuesday it's Algona, and that's on the road.
Yeah, and we've already kind of talked about how big of a game that is. Algona beat Clear Lake on Tuesday night, so Clear Lake and Algona each have 1 loss in the conference. We have 2, so we're set up in a prime position where if we take care of Algona on Tuesday night, and then we can, get through a few more games, and then we get Clear Lake the following week, we're going to put ourselves in position to be in contention for the conference title.
Absolutely. And 2 road games. So it's Algona, then it's West Bend. And then after that, you finish out the season at home.
Yeah, we get the home cooking at the end of the season, which, will be nice. We don't have to travel, get on a bus. And hopefully we can even get a game or 2 at home during the postseason as well.
That would be nice to see. That would be really nice. Oh, it's nice to see. Good to see.
It is good to see.
All righty. Well, thanks for stopping by, Coach. Congratulations. Win number 10. What a great year this has been.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We just want to keep it going. So.
Amen. All righty. Take care.
All right.
And we'll talk to you before the next game.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Take her easy,
Appreciate
Coach.
You.
Oh, it's my pleasure. A lot of fun here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach CJ Tracy with us here at the halftime show. We're going to go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball. You're listening to us live on Sunny 99.7 and yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Welcome back to the halftime show, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Loftus Weather Funeral Home. Got some fun stats for you this time here at the halftime. Gales are up 34-20, 14-point lead. Remember, they were down by 1 at the quarter and up by 14 at the half. So that's a 15-point turnaround. Some stats for the Cowboys right now. Lead scorer for the Cowboys is Huxley Lingenfelter. That's the older Lingenfelter. He's got 8 points. That's 2 3-pointers and 1 field goal. He's got 1 rebound. Tristan Kakacek and J.D. Moracle both have 3 rebounds. Kakacek has 2 points and Moracle has 7. Chaz Lane has 3. That's off a field goal and a free throw. And that does it for the score there for the Cowboys. If we add that up, I bet it is 20. Yeah, it is. All right, it's amazing. Rob's doing good stats. For the Gales, starting 5 right now in there, we got Hoopman. He's got 2 points, but he's got 4 rebounds, and that's his points are off of free throws. McElroy's got 9 points. That's 2 3-pointers. I don't think they have 6-pointers, Lance. 2 3-pointers, 1 field goal and 1 free throw. He's got 2 assists already. Grant Gallus has got 4 off of 2 field goals. He's got 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Bargfried has 5 points. That's 1 3-pointer, 1 2-pointer, and he's got 2 rebounds as he's getting in there tonight, making a difference. And right now, player of the game so far is Hunter Horn. He's got 14 points. That's a 3-pointer, 5 field goals, and 1 free throw. And he's also got 8 rebounds, well on his way there to getting that double-double again. So far, a really good first half. Coach talked about it in the pregame, coming out a little flat. And they seemed a little flat in the first quarter, but picked it up in the second quarter. So aren't playing catch-up in the second half. And they get it back on their heels. They get to play how they like to play. Remember, the refs tonight are letting them play underneath. It seems this whole year, the North Central Conference has decided their refs are going to let them play a little bit more inside. And like Coach K said, he likes it. Keep the momentum of the game going, so we're not going to worry about it. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. We are back to Gale basketball. Second half, the Gale started, got it inbound really quickly, got it inside to Hunter Horn, who went up and over the defender. Nice little hook shot as the Gales go up 36-20. Here come the Cowboys. Moracle trying to drive it inside the lane. He basically gets rejected by McElroy. It gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds on McElroy. They're going to give the ball for the Cowboys. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Kakacek bringing the ball in. Cowboys doing the box, and everybody on one part of the free throw lane. They get to Moracle inside the lane. Lane going up against Horn. Horn gets him on the arm. Shot goes in, but that's going to be a foul on Horn. So Lane's going to go to the line shooting one, going for the old-fashioned three-pointer. And that's going to be Horn's first foul, I believe. Might be a second, but it's going to be the first team foul for the Gales and first foul of the quarter. Yep, that's his first foul. Every now and then my brain keeps track of information correctly. Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, and you're going to need heating this weekend. It's since 1989 they have specialized in new construction, remodeling, and repair in Fort Dodge and across all of Iowa. They're fully licensed crews prepared to tackle any plumbing and heating job thrown their way. Free throw is not any good. Gallus gets the rebound. He brings it up. Get it to Bargfried, left-hand side. He's driving into the lane. Spins around, floater, up and over. That was just a over-the-basket pass to Koopman. Koopman got the rebound, and it's in. When it doesn't touch anything, I like to assume they're just passing over the rim. Here come the Cowboys. They get the ball to Moracle. Moracle in the logo right now. He comes down. Left-hand side. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Kakacek. Kakacek swinging around the left-hand side. Guarded by McElroy. Lane at the top of the key. Gives it to the older Huxley. Older Huxley goes for the three-pointer. Long rebound. It's going to be off of Kakacek. It was a loose on the ground. Koopman and McElroy both kind of boxed in Kakacek. He tried to pick it up, and he ends up pushing it out of bounds. So the Gales get the ball, leading 38-22. 16-point lead here in the third quarter. Miracle in right now. So Gallus is out. Bargfried has the ball. Left-hand side. Nice bounce pass inside to Horn. Horn working it into the lane. He's double-teamed. No. Breaks through. Three on him. He gets through them all. Misses. Rebound goes to Bargfried. Bargfried scooping layup as he came around on the left-hand side. It's up and in. 40-22. Gales up by 18. Ball in the hands of Lingenfelter to Moracle. To the younger Lingenfelter. Back to the older Lingenfelter. He tries to come in against Koopman. Floating jump shot. Right over Koopman. It goes in. 40-24. Miracle gets the ball quickly across court to Bargfried. Right-hand side. Top of the key to Koopman. Over to ball. Horn. Three-pointer. Right-hand side. No good. Bargfried get the rebound. Outlet pass there. Goes outside to Koopman. Koopman comes in all the way across court to Miracle. Miracle drives in. No, he passes it back out to Bargfried. To McElroy, who comes baseline. Hard pass inside. Intercepted by Lane. It's in the hands of Kakacek, and he's coming up for the Cowboys. Gets the ball inside to Lingenfelter. That passes. He tries to get to Lane. It's intercepted by Koopman. That's like his third steal. To McElroy quickly. He's coming down. Goes for the shot. Misses the shot, but he's going to be fouled by Moracle. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Moracle's third foul. It's going to be the first team foul on the Cowboys. And so McElroy's going to be shooting two. We talked about McElroy shooting 40%, but he's 100% tonight. Yep, that is Moracle's third foul. People can say, that's one thing Cowboys, we need a Moracle. Well, guess what? We got a miracle. And that's Ty, and he's out there playing right now. First shot is up and no good. Folks, we're going to thank CJ Bio of America. They're a leader in animal nutrition and health, and they are looking for motivated and talented individuals to join their growing team. If you're looking for competitive pay, amazing benefits, and being valued in the workplace, apply at CJ Bio America. Second shot, no good on their Facebook page. They're an equal opportunity employer. Here come the Cowboys, quickly down. Inside, Moracle tries to go for the shot. Don't know what happened there, but it just went straight up and into Koopman's hands. Leading by 16. McElroy gets it over to Miracle. Far left-hand corner. He puts it out. Three-point shot. No good. Ball's tipped around by Gallus, who gets the rebound. Now it's inside to Horn. Horn working into the lane. Gets it to Koopman, who's wide open in the lane. He puts a nice little up shot there and from right underneath the basket. Another 2 points for Koopman. 42-24. Back to an 18-point lead. Kakacek calling for a pick here. He comes in just inside the three-pointer. Nice floater. Skims the rim. McElroy gets the rebound. Quick pass to Horn. Horn comes in, baseline, right-hand side, up and good. 44-24, 20-point lead as the Gales just really working it the way they want to work it here. Kakacek to Moracle. Moracle to Lamelli. Lamelli over to Huxley Lingenfelter. He's at the free throw line. Gets it to Lane. Lane driving down the lane. Not there. Ball's knocked out. Goes to Huxley Lingenfelter. Inside the three-point line. Puts up about a 20-foot jumper, and it's good. 44-26. 18 points. McElroy comes down left-hand side. Makes the move out. Gives it to Horn. Horn coming around. Right-hand side into the lane. Hook shot. Good. Hit his hand on something on that one. He's holding it as he comes down. Lamelli comes down. Right-hand side. Up against Gallus. Lost the handle. Grabbed it back. Ball goes inside the lane. That was a nice backdoor pass. Almost picked off by Koopman, but it ends up getting in the hands of Lane as it goes up and good. We got a timeout. We're going to go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball coming to you live on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local
All righty, Gale fans, you are back live with the basketball here at Gale Stadium, Gale's up 46-28, leading by 18, 4:07 left in the third quarter. Gales have the ball coming down after, I don't remember what happened. Oh, yeah, Lane broke into the lane and got the shot. So Chaz Lane got into the lane. Here comes McElroy, cross the timeline. Setting up the offense. He works back top of the key into the lane, outside to Miracle, down in the corner to Bargfree. Bargfree three-pointer up and on the way, and good. Oh, that's a big three-pointer from the right-hand side down in the corner. Kakacek has the ball for the Cowboys. Gets the pass inside the lane. Lane goes up for the shot. No good. I think they're going to call Hunter for the foul on that one. He's going to be shooting 2. So Lane's going to go to the line. They call Bargfried on that one. So Bargfried's going to pick up another foul, and that's going to be the second team foul, his second foul, 3:44 left in the third. Chaz Lane going to shoot free throws. He's a 65% shooter. First one is just short off the front of the rim. Not any good. But just so you know, Huxley Lingenfelter was there to get the rebound, even though he had 2 shots. Might have forgotten on that one that they're just playing 2 shots here. Second shot by Lane that one's up and good. Gale's up 49-29, 20-point lead as McElroy brings the ball down the court, moving the team over to the other side. Gets it into Horn, breaks inside the lane, goes up. Not good on the shot, but he gets his own rebound, puts it right up over the front of the rim. That one's good. 51-29, 22-point lead. Kakacek brings the ball down right-hand side, comes into the lane, gives it out to Huxley Lingenfelter to Lamelli. Lamelli, the left-hand side, goes baseline, picks it up, out top to, that was to Morical. Morical had a bad pass out, but Kakacek gets it. He comes inside the lane, back to Lamelli. Lamelli drives baseline against Gallus and Miracle. They pick him up. Kakacek has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Morical comes down the right-hand side, picks it up, not there. They're going to have Lane try. Lane tries to drive in the lane, not there. Kakacek, three-pointer on the way, hits the rim. Horn gets the rebound. Gales have the ball, 51-29, up by 22. Long pass over to Gallus. Gallus on the right-hand side works into the lane. Long pass over to Bargfried on the left-hand side. Bargfried comes a little bit up top, gets it inside to Horn. Horn working into the lane. Little floating shot, up and good. That's just that little hook shot he takes from about 4 feet out every time. You can count that. That's money. Long pass as Miracle comes down the court. Picks up his dribble. He's double-teamed. Miracle strips the ball right out of his hand. He just says, "Yeah, I'll have that," and he takes it. Horn coming down quickly. Ball is loose on the floor. Picked up by Kakacek. It was stripped. That time it's stripped, but they're going to call Miracle for the foul. Horn was coming down on the fast break, and Kakacek just came up behind him, slipped his hand in, got the ball loose, chased it down to the baseline. Then Kakacek started to come back up with it, and he's going to be fouled. So that's going to be Miracle's first foul. That's going to be the first team foul of the court. No, third team foul. I can't count numbers. So the Cowboys have the ball, 2:21. Down by 24. They're going to bring the ball up across half court. It's Morical. Gets the ball to Lane. Lane back to Lane. Morical went right. Lane passed left. Ball went flying down and went out of bounds right in front of the Gale audience, the student section there. So Gallus is going to inbound, 2:06. Gale ball on an unforced turnover there. Unforced. My voice is really going. I apologize, folks. Thank heavens I have till Tuesday to get this sucker back into the line here. I've been a lot of hauls tonight and a lot of water. All right. McElroy has the ball, gets it to Bargfried, left-hand side, into the middle. Here's Horn working in the lane, gets it outside to McElroy. McElroy fakes the three, drives in the lane, gets tripped, but he manages to go in between 2 defenders and puts the left-handed layup in. 55-29, 26-point lead. Moracle gets the ball, gets it to Kakacek, bottom left. Back up top to Moracle. Moracle over to Huxley Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter gets inside the lane. Lane guarded. Oh, and they're going to call a reach on Koopman. I kind of disagree. That was good. Well, I mean, I don't disagree. He got his arm. He did. But Lane had the ball up. Koopman grabbed it. That was good defense. So, fourth team foul. That's going to be Koopman's second foul. 1:32 left in the quarter. Inbound in the ball is going to be Ruba. Ruba now back in. And he stepped on the line. Ow, unforced turnover. They got the ball, and Ruba stepped right on the line. Now passing it in. All right, so Gallus is going to get a bit of a breather as Miracle comes back in. So we got Miracle, we got Koopman, we got Horn, we got McElroy and Bargfried. For the Cowboys, we have Lane, we have Lomelli, we have Hasty, we have Huxley Lingenfelter, and we have Ruba. All right, Miracle has the ball. Three-pointer, just left side of the top of the key. Rebounded by Horn. Horn going to back it in. Same little floater, 4 foot out. Money. 57-26, 28-point lead. Gale's really starting to pull away now. 1:08 left in the quarter. Hands it off to Ruba. Ruba coming way back out to the logo. Gives it to Huxley Lingenfelter to the lane at the top of the key. Stripped by McElroy. Gets it ahead to Koopman. Koopman comes in. Left-handed layup. Nothing but money, ladies and gentlemen. 53 seconds. Logo. 30-point lead. And I think with the 30-point lead on by McElroy. Good to look that up sometime. But we're going to have continuous clock going here pretty quick. All righty. Lane has the ball. Top of the key. Looks for a pick by Lingenfelter. He drives into the lane against Miracle. They're going to call block on Miracle. I thought Miracle had possession on that one, but he kind of probably moved. You got Lane's a big kid coming at you, and I think Miracle kind of flinched on that one and ends up getting the block. So that's going to be the fifth team foul. But it didn't matter. He was in the act of shooting. He's going to be shooting anyway. So 2 more free throws now for Chaz Lane. Remember, he was 1 for 1 last time. He's going in for this 2 here. We want to thank Lindsey Simpson, American Family Insurance, Fort Dodge. First shot was good. Trust your insurance needs to Lindsey Simpson at American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. Oh, Hanson's coming in. Horn's going out. Gallus coming in. McElroy going out. Ask her about handling your property, life, vehicle, or farm and ranch insurance today. Contact Lindsey at 515-855-7000 and get a free quote. Check her out on Facebook, too, at Lindsey Sampson, American Family Insurance. All right, second free throw was good. 59-31, 28-point lead. Gallus going to head up the offense. He's coming down the left-hand side, drives into the lane, splits the defenders, and, took 2 victory laps around the rim before it went in, and he got that basket. Looks like he got poked in the eye. Remember, we talked about eye poking tonight. A lot of it going on. Here comes Lomelli down through the lane. Oh, rejected by Hanson. He was going in for the layup, and Hanson just reached that big paw out and hit that ball out of his hand. I don't think Lomelli was happy with that one, but Hanson is. That's that freshman coming in and having a great game. Oh, it's a contact, so Gallus lost a contact. He hasn't happened to get poked in the eye with contacts. He's working on it here, and they might at some point just say, you got to go out, son. Nope, he's going to put it right in. Oh, that's going to sting a little bit. Yeah, he got it in. Oh, contacts are great until they're not, folks. All righty. Ruba's going to inbound the ball here for the Cowboys. He gets the ball into Lomelli. Lomelli, right-hand side, picks up his dribble, tries to get into lane, intercepted by Koopman. Koopman slows it down, gets across half court, over to Gallus. Gallus down to Bargfried, left-hand side, three-pointer. 64-31, 33-point lead, and that is it for the quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Gales come into the quarter, end at 64-31. We got 1 quarter of basketball left. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, your FortDodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back, Gale fans. Final quarter of basketball. 8 minutes left. Gales lead 64-31, 33-point lead. Cowboys have the ball. Start this half. Quickly, they get the ball down court. Try to get it inside. Looks like we got Yackel in there now for the Cowboys. He had the ball, gets it down in the lane, goes back outside to Huxley Lingenfelter. He breaks through the defenders, puts up a little 3-foot jumper. It's good. Bargfried gets the ball quickly. He drives all the way down, left-handed. Puts up the layup from the right hand from the left-hand side. No foul called as he went to the ground, but it's still 66-30. Not still, but still same lead. Oh, they get the ball into Chaz Lane, inside the lane. They're going to get the foul and the shot. McElroy had position, but started to back up as Lane came at him. So Lane gets the basket. It's 66-35, 31-point lead. He's going to go ahead and get the free throw. And we got a timeout called. We're going to say one thing before we go. Right now, Hunter Horn does have his double-double already. 26 points, 11 rebounds. So he's got that double-double. We're going to go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Oh, he's going to put it right in. Oh, that's going to sting a little bit. Yeah, he got it in. Oh. Out to the logo, gives it to Huxley Lingenfelter to the lane at the top of the key. Stripped by McElroy. Gets it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Chaz Lane put down the old-fashioned three, so it's 66-36, 30-point lead for the Gales. On the floor, no foul. They quickly got it down to Hunter Horn. Hunter Horn went in for the layup before he was in shooting action. They called a foul on the floor, and that's going to be the second foul on Moracle. No, that can't be right. Nope, it wasn't. They called that on Lane. That's his fourth foul, so Lane has 4 now. McElroy gets the ball. He comes into the lane, does not take the shot, passes it out to Horn, who passes it to Gallus, bottom left-hand side, top of the key, Bargfried. McElroy, right-hand side. Horn, free throw line, traveled. Got the ball, took a step before he put it down. That was a travel. We want to thank Community Tap and Pizza. They're a great place to take the family or just hang out with your friends. They have a great meal with no work needed. They've got it covered for you. Community Tap and Pizza, located on 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Cowboys have the ball. It's up top now to Huxley Lingenfelter. Down in the corner, that's going to be Yackel. Yackel puts up a 3 and gets it. 66-39. Bargfried steps back, puts up a 2. It is tipped by, oh, he's not happy about that one. Yackel tipped the ball, but they're going to say got him on the arm. Very unhappy with that call, but they got a call. So Bargfried's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Lucky he didn't get teed up on the way he was talking to the refs on that one. It was very, very animated, thinking he did not commit the foul. From here, I couldn't see if he did or didn't. Again, I'm not there. Looked clean, but might have got him. First shot up and no good. In and out. All right, 6:51. Gales up 66-39. All the starters are back in for the Gales right now. Shot is up and good for Bargfried. 67-39. Ball comes in quickly. They're bringing it up. Hasty has the ball. Nope, that's Ruba. Ruba gets it across the timeline, gets it to Yackel. And they call it travel on Ruba. All right, so that's an unforced turnover. Gale's going to get the ball back, leading by 28 points, 67-39. McElroy brings the ball across half court. Miracle goes to the bench. Looks like Miracle's going to come in first chance they get. They give it to Koopman, top of the key. Bargfried, right-hand side, three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. McCoy Yackel gets the rebound, gets it to Ruba. Ruba's hastily coming down the court. Gets the ball to Hasty. Inside now to Lane. Lane trying to go up against Horn. Not there. Horn rejects him again and goes out of bounds. That's going to be another block for Horn tonight. Here we go. Koopman going to go take a rest, and Miracle coming in. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Cowboys bringing it in under their own basket. Get the ball to McCoy, Yackel. Pardon me, just Yackel. Back out to, gets it inside the lane. Lane trying to work inside the lane. Outside to Ruba. Ruba puts up a three-pointer off the rim. Low, good, and out of bounds on Lingenfelter as he tried for a long rebound. He's a tall one. Got a lot of wingspan on those arms. He got a hold of the ball way on the outside, tried to bring it in, and just knocked it out of bounds. So Gales have the ball. Up 67-39, 6:06 left in the game. McElroy has the ball. Gets it over to Gallus. Down in the corner to Miracle. Miracle on the left-hand side coming back up top. They're working the perimeter. Bargfried, three-pointer. Left-hand side. Bucket. Nothing but money on that one. 70-39. Gales up by 31. Across the timeline comes Ruba. Gets the hand ball over to Hasty. Hasty gets it to Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter working the logo right now. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Hasty. Inside the lane. Lane in the lane. Outside to Yackel. Yackel puts up a three-pointer. It's good. He's pretty good from there. Hit about two of those so far. They go to Horn. Horn comes inside. Makes contact with Yackel. No foul called. Yackel gets the rebound. Bounce pass to Hasty. They're crossing up. Working the ball. Lingenfelter gets it inside the lane. Lane just outside the lane. Gets it back to Lingenfelter right above the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound to Horn. Or not Horn, to Bargfried. Gets the ball to McElroy. McElroy gets it over to Gallus. Gallus to Miracle in left-hand corner. Miracle works it back up to McElroy up front. Setting up the offense, moving everybody out. Gets it to Horn. Horn just outside the lane. Works it around. Both Lingenfelter and Hasty. Slips through both of them. Puts up a shot. Not there. Lingenfelter gets the rebound. Gets it to Hasty. Hasty brings it up. That's Ruba, pardon me. Gets it to Yackel. Yackel. Wild pass to Hasty. Missed it. Here comes Bargfried down. Goes for the shot. He's knocked down hard. No foul called. He's still down. They get back down, get the ball, go for a three-point shot in the corner by Ruba. That was one of those. Bargfried going for the fast break. Thought he was pretty clearly fouled. The ref didn't call it. Man, the Cowboys have the chance to come down and get the advantage on the 4-player, 4-on-5, because Bargfried was still on the ground. He's out of the game right now. We've got Loffesweiler in. We've got Hansen in, Horn, and Miracle. McElroy gets the Miracle. Right-hand side, three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound. Goes to Yackel. Yackel lost the ball. It's going to go out on low. Hansen saved it. Miracle gets it. Gives it to McElroy. McElroy comes down the lane. Alley-oop to Horn. That's just like the icing on the cake. 72-42. It's going to go out on low. Hansen saved it. Miracle gets it. Ruba, three-point shot to McElroy. Off the rim. McElroy comes down the lane. 72-40 to Horn. 30-point lead. That's just like the icing on the. We got a timeout call. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here and thank a couple of our sponsors. I want to say thank you to Trailhead CPA PC. Your Trailhead CPA PC is your trusted advisor. Formerly Fort and Schlegel CPA PC, Trailhead's focus is you and your business. With over 100 years of experience in agricultural accounting and tax. It's going to go out on low. Hansen saved it. Miracle gets it. Gives it to McElroy. McElroy comes down the lane. Alley-oop to Horn. That's just like the icing on the. We have Loffesweiler, we have Hansen, we have Royster, we have more Miracle in for the Gales. Some may see they need more Miracle, but it could be Miracle and Moore. Moore has the ball. Outside. Brings it into the lane. Gets it to Loffesweiler. Loffesweiler gets it down in the corner to Miracle. Miracle working left hand. It comes back up top to Royster. Royster gets it inside to Hansen. Hansen tries to go under and for the reverse layup. Misses it. Ball's now in the hands. We got some more players in here for the Cowboys. That shot was going to be tempted by Maxton Downing. Downing doesn't get it. There's going to be a foul on the floor, and the foul's going to go against Loffesweiler. That's his first, the team's second. Inbound pass now in the hands of Melendez. Melendez gets it up to Lamelli. Lamelli gets it over to Kachek. Kachek right into Melendez. Melendez had a chance at right underneath the basket, and it was deflected a little bit by Hansen. Royster has the ball quickly down. He's outside the lane, bounces it to Hansen. Hansen at the three-point line gives it to Moore. Moore gives it to Royster. Over to Loftusweiler, look on the right-hand side. Moore, right-hand side, even further down. Bounce pass inside to Hansen. Hansen going up against Lingenfelter. Goes in. Oh, nice move as he gave it to Moore. Slipped back door. Got the pass. Put it up and good. 74-42. Younger Lingenfelter has the ball. He tries to put it up. Not there. He loses the handle. Hansen gets a hold of it. Moore has it down here across the timeline. Back up to Miracle to set up the offense. 27 seconds left up on the shot clock. 2:35 left. Stripped by Lamelli. Lamelli going down for the fast break. He's going to get fouled by Loftusweiler, but he's going to send him to charity stripe. No basket. Good foul on that one. Stops the clock. 2:31. Lamelli's going to go to the line. Shooting 2. He is a 66.7% free throw shooter. It means he hits 2 out of every 3 free throws, but he gets 2. So is he going to hit 2 2/3? No, that can't be right. All righty. First shot up and no good. Bounced in and out of the rim. Gales lead by 32. Second shot is on its way, and that one's good. All right. They get the ball inside to Loftusweiler. He loses it. Kakacek picks it up, so Cowboys get the ball back. Kakacek driving in against Loftusweiler, beats him to the bucket, puts in a layup. It's 74-45. Gales lead by 29. Royster has the ball, left-hand side. Goes down to Moore. Moore bounces inside to Hansen. It's bounced back out to Moore. Moore works baseline, comes in, gets it up top to Miracle, over to Royster right on the left-hand side. Royster gets it in, side to Hansen. Hansen working the baseline, gets it over to Miracle outside. Three-pointer gets it back into Hansen. Hansen getting double, triple teamed. He works inside, puts up the layup, no good. Gets his rebound, tries to put it up, no, had side pass to Moore. Moore puts up a little 8-footer, and it's good. 76-45, lead by 31. Minute 40 left. Ball now in the hands of the younger Lingenfelter. Gives it to Lamelli. Lamelli drives the lane. And good. Split the defenders, put up a left-handed layup. Gets the ball, and now Miracle's going to set it up. Quickly across to Royster. He comes down. Left-hand side. Works it to the middle. Loftusweiler gets it over to the right. To Moore. Back to the left. Royster brought it back up. Gave it to Miracle. Miracle trying to drive in. Gets it outside. Moore sitting. Oh, just inside the three-point line. He can't miss. That's his third straight basket. And we got a timeout called now. I think they're just going to give the time for the players to come in. This official timeout. Yackel's coming back in, and Garza is coming in for the Cowboys. So Cowboys have Yackel, Garza, Downing, Melendez, and I think I said Garza. Oh, and the younger Lingenfelter. All right. Royster guarding Garza. They give it to Yackel. Yackel drives all the way down right side. Outside, younger Lingenfelter throws up the three-pointer. Long shot, misses. Yackel got the rebound, gets it out to Melendez. Melendez pops up a three-pointer. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Hansen dribbles the rebound around. It's loose. Picked up by Downing. Downing gives it over to Garza. Garza, long shot, no good. Miracle gets the rebound. Here come the Gales. 38 seconds left in the game. Royster. Right-hand side, gets it inside to Hansen. Hansen, spin move. He comes in against the younger Lingenfelter, puts it up. Oh, nice little layup from the left-hand side. It's up and good. He was going left side, put it up right-handed. Very nice. 20 seconds left. 3-point, nope. Garza's going to drive into the lane. Not there. Melendez up top, over to the younger Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter working down the right-hand side of the lane. Gets it over the left-hand side. There goes Downing. Downing works all the way around, puts up a little hook layup from about 10 foot out. Nick falls. That's going to be the game. 80-49. Gales are going to win as they now move to 13-2. And, pardon me. They fall, yeah. So we're 12-2, and they're going to fall. The Cowboys go to 9-4. So we're going to go back to studio here. This is Lance Lennon bringing you Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
He puts it out, three-point shot, no good. Ball's tipped around by Gallus, who gets the rebound. Now it's inside to Horn. Horn working into the lane. Gets it to Koopman, who's wide open in the lane. He puts a nice little up shot there and from right underneath the basket. Another 2 points for Koopman, 42-24, back to an 18-point lead. Kakacek, calling floater, skims the rim. McElroy gets the rebound. Quick pass to Horn. Horn comes in, baseline, right-hand side, up and good. Working into the lane. Little floating shot, up and good. That's just that little hook shot he takes from about 4 feet out every time you can count that. That's money. Long pass as Miracle comes down the court. Picks up his dribble. He's double-teamed. Miracle strips the ball right out of his hand. He just says, yeah, I'll have that. And he takes it. Horn coming down quickly. Ball is loose on the floor. Picked up by little floater. 4 foot out. Money. 57-26. 26-28. Oh, he's going to put it right in. Oh. That's going to sting a little bit. Yeah, he got it in. Oh. To the logo, gives it to Huxley Lingenfelter, the lane at the top of the key, stripped by McElroy. Ball gets it over to Gallus, down in the corner to Miracle. Miracle on the left-hand side, coming back up top. They're working the perimeter. Bargfried, three-pointer, left-hand side. Go out on low. Oh, Hansen saved it. Miracle gets it, gives it to McElroy. McElroy comes down the lane. Oh, alley-oop to Horn. Oh, that's just like the icing on.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Making some plays.
Yeah, you were down by 1 point at the quarter. And we had talked about that pregame, but, coming out flat for the last couple of games.
Yeah.
And then second quarter, you go up. You end up going into halftime up 14. So that's a 15-point turnaround in the second quarter, and then end up winning by 31. So I would say they found their rhythm and played some great ball.
And that's it. The whole thing is defensively. That's what we got to do. We got a lot tougher defensive. We started getting some boards. They were getting a lot of offensive boards. Their guards were in that first quarter, and I thought we tightened it up quite a bit. And that's what it's going to take, all the time. It's going to take defense and rebounding because we can score, as long as we're getting the ball, getting some stops. And so they did it. They did a good job.
No, they did come ready to play, but I think just in the end you were a little too much to handle. And on a home court, it's another great advantage to have.
It's nice to be home, Lance. It seems like we're not home a whole heck of a lot.
No, but you're going to finish out. Last 4 games are going to be home. So
yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah,
good way to go into postseason play. We had Hunter for 28 points and 11 rebounds, another double-double for him. And then Bargfried for 19. The story I keep talking about is Jack McElroy tonight. He had 11 points and 18 assists is what my statistician
How many
had
assists?
8 assists.
Yeah,
I think I said 18. 8 assists.
Yeah, that would be a record. We'd send that in.
8's really still very good.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
And doesn't turn the ball over.
No, and one thing that I was really impressed with the entire game was Koopman's steals. I mean, he was literally just taking the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, he does a good job of sneaking around that post on the block, too.
And they would just look, and he'd be taking off down the court, and they're like, huh?
Yeah. He does a great job, yep. No. It was good. The reserves are helping us in practice. They're doing a good job. We got some of those younger guys. They're doing well in practice. They're playing more physical, and that's what we need, and that helps a lot. And then they get in the game. It's nice to see Logan roll to his left shoulder. He's right-handed, and he's a big, strong kid. But you can get that shot off, that little jump hook, if he rolls to his left shoulder with that right hand. He can get it off on anybody. He just doesn't do it enough. He's not confident in it, but he did it tonight. Been kind of harping on him a little bit about it. And that was good to see.
It's actually one of the things I called out. I said, he moved and went from the left to the right hand and came around and put it up and in.
Yeah.
Jacob Moore.
Yeah.
What a night he had. He came in and it was like, yeah, I can shoot. Watch me.
He gets open in that certain range. He can hit them.
I think he had when the bench came in, he had the first 6 points. And
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he did a great job on that.
He's really confident in that 12 to 13-foot range.
Yeah,
especially from the
we had one longer one. He was just a step inside the 3-pointer.
Okay.
But the other two were, you're exactly right about that 10, 12-foot range.
Yeah, but that's
really
good.
fun.
Yeah.
Really fun for them.
Yeah,
so,
it is. It's good to see him do well.
Algona Tuesday night, so you get a little time off here. Don't know what tomorrow's going to bring in terms of temperatures and ability to have practice, but you got the weekend and Monday, and then Algona.
Yeah, that'll be good. They're a strong physical team. We found that out last time. So again, we just have to be ready. I mean, we started getting more physical in that second quarter. It was a physical game, and we started matching it. Again, they're a 2A, but they're probably they're at least twice our size. And they have big, strong kids. If you notice that.
Yeah.
So
I thought Chaz had a great game for the Cowboys. He's a good player.
He is a good player. Yeah, he can do a lot of things. He can shoot. He can put it on the floor, and he rebounds the ball well.
But you guys did a really nice job of covering him, and I think
got him in a little foul trouble. That was good.
Yeah, he had 13 points. I think that's about his average.
Okay.
So, but he was also in playing, I think, when you started playing your subs. So
okay,
he might have got a couple points there. We'll say we held him to under. How's that?
Yeah, he's a nice player though, and his brother's a pretty good player too.
Yeah, and then you have the two Lingenfelters. One's a senior, but the other's I think it was a freshman. I don't remember, but it wasn't like they weren't a good team. And to come and win by 31, like you said, they came out ready to play.
They did. They shot lights out there that first quarter.
Yeah.
They're 9-4 or something like that, and they beat some good teams. It was we just started rebounding better, Lance, and and then we could push that ball out and run a little bit. That's the whole gist of the whole game. That first quarter, we weren't. That little guard had like 3 offensive rebounds. I swear.
Yeah.
And he just kills you. We're not putting a body on him. Our guards are watching, and then we kind of tightened it up, and we started getting those loose balls and those tipped rebounds our guards did and stuff, and that's what we need to do. We're not 6'11", 6'10". We can't get lazy. We got to get in there and and knock around.
And they did. I thought the guys did a very good job. Two different plays. We had one where Koopman kind of had the rebound. He tipped it out of. He had it and got into a struggle with, I can't remember who, but he lost it, and Horn gets it, and then they turn around the next time they come down. Horn does the same thing against someone, loses it, and Koopman gets it. And I thought, well, that's nice. They're playing together nicely. They know what they want to do.
Yeah, they're keeping it alive. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and there was a lot of that tonight. Where if they knew they were going to get it, you would at least tip it to keep it and give someone a chance.
Yeah.
So good job. All righty. Well, thanks for stopping
Lance.
by, Coach. Appreciate it, and congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
As always, we'll talk to you before the next game.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. That was Coach Adolph here with us at the postgame show after the Gales won 80-49. We'll go through some statistics, and then we're going to go ahead and play a few last commercials and call it night. Why don't we go ahead and go back to studio while I get my stuff together, and we'll give a short break and come back, and I'll give you the finals, and we'll say goodnight. This is Lance Lennon with Gale Basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daniel Tire post-game show here at Gale Basketball as the boys win tonight 80-49. Let's talk about what the players did in the game tonight. We gave a little bit when we were talking to Coach, gave a little bit away for us, and we already named the player of the game, and that's Hunter Horn. Hunter Horn had 28 points and 11 rebounds. Carson Bargfried had 19 points. He had 4 3-pointers again. He had 4 the other night. He had 4 tonight. Kind of showing what he can do from behind the arc there. He had 4 rebounds. Then we had Jack McElroy, had another great night, 11 points and 8 assists. I don't know what his assist-to-turnover ratio is going to be now. It was at 4, I think, to 1, but you add this one in, he's going to be in the high 4s probably. Well, maybe not, maybe 4.2. Anyway, we had Jacob Koopman with 8 points, 5 rebounds, but 5 steals. We talked about that, just stripping the ball. If you get a chance to go back and watch the highlights, I think Jed was talking about that. He's going to have Jacob Koopman just literally stealing the ball from the players. They would just be like, what happened? And he had the ball, and he be gone. Logan Hansen had 2, and Jacob Moore had 6. Oh, Jacob had a great game coming in. And that's, we're looking at with him and Moore and Miracle. That's kind of like the future of Gale basketball. So for them to come in and be able to play like that, that's what you want to have, and that's really nice to see for the future. And I'm sorry, Sam, I said it. It was really nice to see. All righty, folks, we want to say thank you to Serve Pro of Fort Dodge. They provide 24-hour emergency service and are the area's #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. They handle the cleanup jobs you wouldn't want anything to do with. Serve Pro, serving Webster, Calhoun, Hamilton, Pocahontas, and Wright counties. Call them at 515-955-4009, like it never even happened. How about Party Productions? They have everything you need for your customized event. Party Productions is your premier destination of choice, from huge event tents, theatrical rentals, to balloons, to an almost complete line of Melissa and Doug toys, and everything in between. There really isn't much you can't find under their roof. Loftusweiler, they're offering professional guidance with professional and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. And finally, but definitely not least, Peking Garden. Peking Garden of Fort Dodge offers a Chinese food buffet like no other. They have so many options like spicy chicken, lo mein, crab rangoon, chicken on a stick, and so much more. Peking Garden is open from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday at 2510 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Also, check them out on Facebook. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my voice is about gone, and I'm about tired enough to be going home, so we're going to call it a night here. You were listening to Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, and I want to say we'll see you on the radio here on yourfortdodge.com.